Kia ora koutou, welcome into Sky Broadband Rapid League action for the first time in season 2025 from Cowles Stadium in what is a very warm Sunday in Ototahi, Christchurch. It is the Canterbury Rams hosting the Nelson Giants. Nick Bewley here, and an absolute pleasure to welcome alongside in season 2025 here at Cowles Stadium, a new co-commentator, and it needs very little introduction, but I'll give him one anyway. Multiple NBL championship winning coach, New Zealand men's national head coach, Judd Flavel. Welcome to the commentary team.
Hey, welcome. It's enjoyable, a lot more relaxed seat back here in this commentary team, but looking forward to getting into this game.
Certainly, and to start us off, of course, NZNBL a little bit later on, 6:30, the Rams and the Giants, but some of the more exciting young talent in the country out of both teams here with the Rams and the Giants. First look at the Giants in season 2025. They've got some high-class players among, the best in the country for their age group, guys like Hayden Jones, James Matthews, and a new addition too, and Lockie Crate. What are you expecting from them in this Rapid League format?
Yeah, I mean, we saw the Giants last year really, come out of the blocks quickly with the Rapid League and really set them up, I think, for this year. The design of the Rapid League is to really give exposure to the youngsters, and we're seeing this, and they rolled out a very strong lineup here for this first one, and those three names, plus James Matthews, another name there. Those three guys were part of that New Zealand under-17 team that did so well last season and got fourth on the world. So, looking across to the Rams, and you have Ihaka Kate and some youngsters here as well, Jake Holmes, and then Tawhiri Kate making his debut in a Rams singlet. Some excitement all over the floor.
There's the Nelson Giants' starting five here in Rapid League. Hayden Jones, Lachlan Crate down from the Manawatu Jets, Will Blight, who is part of the Canterbury Rams environment in season 2024, Aston Inwood and James Matthews. They do have Caleb Chamberlain to come off their bench as well, travelling with 12 players, the Giants, but not used is Callum Dalton, of course, their Australian import, who will suit up later this evening in the Cells NBL. For the Canterbury Rams, the Barbecues direct to Canterbury Rams, their starting five, two Kate brothers, Ihaka and Tawhiri, Mana Martin, Jake Holmes and Corbin Mason. They do have Sam Smith, great to see Sam Smith back in a Rams uniform, and Tony Worthington as well to come off their bench. The crowd building in anticipation for these two contests here this afternoon, this evening. It's a banner-raising night as well, of course. Back-to-back champions, the Canterbury Rams. Cowles, no doubt, will be cooking a little bit later on. Our officials, Marty Davidson, Blake Rosanowski and Elijah Laialiki. And we're underway, and first possession will be with the Rams, and here is young Tawhiri Kate on debut. Screen there from Mason. It's all two-man action, and Mason unable to finish.
Yeah, we're going to see the Giants known for their drops coverage on the pick and roll there, and once again, it's going to leave the ball handler with decision-making, and as we saw, Tawhiri get to the rim or drop that one off late for Corbin, just unfortunately couldn't finish.
Matthews the other way, can't get it to go with the baseline drive, so it's back with young Tawhiri Kate again. Here's his older brother, Ihaka. Mana Martin now could find out wide to Jake Holmes. You like the look, but just couldn't get the execution.
Great shot. Coaches will be happy with that. Coach Ben Sheet here, just on the sideline. This is, we start to see these guys. I guess one of the upsides of this Rapid League game is some of these boys are going to be playing in the NBL game, and I know the coaching staff are really looking to see who plays well here, who steps up, and they'll get better opportunities or more opportunities for the next game.
Lockie Crate heading to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot a pair.
Just seeing the size of Lockie down there. I think he is he's a man-child, but he is a huge future in this game, and obviously done some great stuff in the junior space, and one with me with my tallbacks hat on, I guess one that we're watching and his development over the year and over the next few years.
Yeah, just 18 years of age, couple of seasons at the Jets out of Fielding High School. Makes the move down to the Giants. Just look at him in a Nelson uniform and splits the free throws. They're underway from the charity stripe. As Kate pushes the pace. Mason with the crossover, trying to get around Blight. Good footwork. Kicks it back out to young Jake Holmes. And out of bounds there, Ihaka.
I opened up and said that the Giants are going to be down in a drops coverage, and just seeing Will Blight get out in a connected show there and really getting out nice and early and sort of deterring the guard from being able to get downhill. You know, he's done a great job with that twice so far.
There's James Matthews now to Inwood. Great ball movement here early from the Giants as Matthews just a little bit off the radar there, and a win for the Rams.
Both these two teams, I think their systems are very polished against a hard show, and you know, obviously the Rams have been doing this defensive system I think for a few years, and you know, the Giants just showing straight away that they are up to the task and recognising what's happening and how they're going to beat it and how they're going to attack it. Oh, this is where you're going to see Tarpley at his best, downhill, simulating what we'll see later on with Taylor Britt, I think.
And speaking of rapid, put on the Jets there, young Tawhiri Kate, and the Rams have their first field goal of the afternoon and take the leaders again. Lockie Crate, meaning business. It's only bulked up a bit, you feel, from last year, and he'll head again to the Chemist Warehouse Drive. So take a second look on the replay. Yeah, we've seen a fair bit of that over the years at Cowles Stadium, as you mentioned, Judd, with Taylor Britt getting to the left.
We've been accustomed to seeing that, haven't we? But with the left-hand finish, probably more so than the right. Yeah, Lockie is going to be a problem. You know, with this, you know, Jake Holmes there just allowed him to reject that ball screen, and coaches won't be happy with that. But Lockie, this is his game, the slashing game, his ability to get to the basket and get himself to the foul line. You know, he's going to earn a bunch of points here from the stripe.
Makes them both on this occasion. Does Crate. He's got all three of the Nelson Giants points.
Loving this full court defensive pressure of both teams.
Played it
Great job, Will Blight, getting out and showing.
Real intensity so far as Holmes at three-point attempt long. A lot of hustle on the floor there too, and eventually tidied up by Matthews and Blight.
Up the floor, they're looking for an 8-second count here.
Just getting it over in time. The athleticism there from young Hayden Jones as well. And defensive pressure. Noticeable early. Fortuitous pass, ends up with Jones and fashions a shot from three. Again, pinballing around, might have been last touched by a Giant. And that's the way the officials see it.
Loving the intensity, both teams that they're playing with here defensively. I think this is, you know, both coaching staffs, you know, this is their identity. This is what they're trying to do. And we're going to see, I think this translating into the next game as well.
Subs in for the Rams. Tony Worthington out of Rolleston College enters the ball game. Corbin Mason takes a seat as young Tawhiri Kate can't get that one to go off the glass. Tidied up by Matthews.
Matthews just doing a good job, just bumping Tawhiri off his line.
Oh, good work there by Worthington. Swatting it away. Give the Rams an opportunity late in this first quarter. Low scoring, but defense prevailing.
Yeah, just really need to settle down. I really like the way that Tawhiri held the ball, make sure they got through some actions there, but you know, they won't be happy with their turnover.
And Creighton Jones working together, drawing something up. And Jones pulls up from downtown, and that is smooth. Hayden Jones, first three of the afternoon.
And that's Hayden at his best, stepping into that three ball. You know, obviously he has the size, the length, he's got the shooting stroke there. They've really got to close out a lot harder than that and make him put the ball on the floor.
Shot clock off. Last opportunity you'd think here for the Rams. And Mana Martin. It's around Jones. Nice find in the corner for Kate. Close out there though by Chamberlain. Lovely little spin move though. Kate can't get it to go. And the Giants, they put up the pre here potentially from half court. Jones, oh, wasn't too far away, and that'll do it. For a frenetic first quarter, and it's the visitors, the Giants, who lead 6 points to 2. Of course, the Rams open up their Rapid League, Sky Broadband Rapid League season with a 39-27 win over the Phi on Thursday. First look at the Giants. So, what's your initial impressions, Judd Flavel?
Yeah, look, I think they've really come out here and established themselves getting to the rim. You know, I think we talked about with Lockie Craig rejecting that ball screen and seeing how polished they were, attacking that pick and roll coverage as well. I mean, they're a system-orientated team, very well coached and drilled. You know, Coach Fitch has been there for years now and really has them established in their identity and their habits. And so what we're seeing here is no real surprises, just seeing, but you know, they're executing really well at the moment. And on the other side, I think the Rams here, just a couple of turnovers. You know, nothing wrong with the defensive side of it. Probably a couple of areas that they could tidy up, but just offensively, just probably like need to slow down and get through their actions a little bit more. If they can arrive to the screen alone as well. So, you know, I mentioned about Will Blight arriving attached and deterring the guard from getting downhill. The bigs need to arrive at that screen with some freedom and alone, so that the guard has got some space to work off.
Insights there, the Tall Blacks head coach Judd Flavel, part of our Sky commentary team here in season 2025. It's the second quarter. About to get underway, Sky Broadband Rapid League. The Giants leading 6 points to 2. Here is Will Blight now, formerly of the Rams, and a Nelsonian heading home. Again, that defensive pressure.
Yeah,
both ends, all over each other.
Yeah, Tony picks up the foul, but you know they won't be disappointed with that. They really want to get up and in on Will Blight there and not allowing him to have any daylight to make those decisions.
Jones curling from 16 feet, can't get it to go. Long rebound, Chamberlain, Caleb Chamberlain. There's Matthews now. Jones crafting, baseline cut, Chamberlain, and nice patience there and just beats the shot clock.
Yeah, good timely cut by Caleb Chamberlain. Yeah, you know, Hayden, they did a great job closing out, forcing him to put the ball on the dribble, but you know, Jacob Holmes just losing him on the backside.
Martin now, and Will Blight says, not today.
No, Will Blight's seen that move once or twice before, I think, from last year. Just talking about Will Blight, just looking at the size of this guy, he's been in the weight gym over the summer. He's looking in great shape.
It's the Giants with an 8-2 lead early, low scoring. Certainly no lack of intensity. Lovely footwork and finish there. Young Hayden Jones.
That's just too easy, you know. Hayden Jones with the size to be able to finish over the top of the small guards. They're going to have to do a better job of keeping the ball, you know, blowing up those actions and really disrupting as much as they can.
Sam Smith into the ball game for the Rams. Back in the Rams environment, the first time since 2022. There's a foul called on the floor. It will stay with the Rams. So they bring Lockie Crate back into the game, and Will Blight will take his seat. Great story, isn't it, to have Sam Smith back in the NBL?
The accountant. Yeah, no, it's great. Like, Sam was part of the Rams in my first year, and it's a real big influence that he has on the group, you know, and I know, speaking with the coaching staff, that he really brings a lot of, I guess, that older head, veteran leadership. You know, that you know, the Rams have done a great job with just their development model of producing young talent. But having these guys, those leaders and role models, are so important.
Double-digit lead all of a sudden here, Nelson. Pace and physical presence of Lockie Kate proving a problem. 5 points.
Yeah, the Giants' defense not giving them enough credit right now. I'm not talking enough about the defense, but really haven't allowed the Rams to settle into that, and no real space for them to operate off too. So let's see what adjustments the Rams make.
Yeah, third turnover for the Rams off that inbound, and that's a lovely executed play there. Chamberlain, another baseline cut for an easy layup.
Timely cut once again. It's well designed. It's the old cut and slide, and the action behind the pick and roll. I know the coaching staff of the Rams won't be happy with that one there. They've seen that one. We drilled that one as well. So
a late whistle there, foul call. In the act of shooting, so Tawhiti Kate will head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. The shoot appears. We'll take a second look. And the foul. And James Matthews too pleased. Officiating crew
I really think this kid has a bright future. You know, Tawhiri's, was he 16 years old? He's year 12 at Christ College. is that a commentator's curse?
Well, welcome to the commentator's curse club.
I have that power. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Tawhiri. But no, look, this kid, he's you know, I've had the privilege of working the pre-season with him, and yeah, no, he's got something special.
This is his first game of Sky Broadband Rapid League. Tawhiri Kate didn't go up to face the Phi on Thursday, but a lot to like from all accounts from the Westside Blitz pre-season tournament as well.
Yeah, you know, when you're undermanned, and the Rams are undermanned right now at the moment, and Taylor Britt didn't play in any of the games at the Blitz, and so it really left a hole there to cover. And you know, he was one that they threw out there, and we're really happy with what we got to see from him. And you know, he didn't take a backward step. That was probably more so for a young guy to get out there and play and shoot the ball and drive the ball and play defense. That's one thing, but just to be able to stand up to that challenge and not take a backward step, you know, was even the more impressive thing.
James Matthews, classy finish with the left.
James is very quick, downhill. Giants doing a great job of attacking the paint. You know, ball penetration and pass penetration against the ball screen coverage. Yeah, the defense, Giants defense right now is a problem for the Rams.
Yeah, very well connected, very well drilled, and just forcing turnovers now. That's the 5th on the Rams.
That's what I talked about. Will Blight being out there nice and early and then being connected and able to recover back onto his rolling man. Rams got to figure out another way here, just another strategy to be able to deal with that. At the moment, the Giants are in control of this one.
Just a little over a minute to go in the first half. All Giants here at Cowles. Sky Broadband Rapid League, and a needed turnover here. But how about the hustle? Chamberlain caught Corbin Mason napping. And that's just a wee microcosm there of how hard the Giants have worked for each other off the ball.
Good play here from Matthews just to slow that down. 2 back-to-back turnovers. Let's get through our actions. Let's attack this hard show.
They go back to Crate now. Ooh, loose with the handle. Inward. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Back-to-back turnovers.
Numbers with you, Mana.
Mana Martin with it. As the Rams regroup. Goes without saying. Needing buckets. Kate. Martin. Contested jumper. Can't get it to go.
Still, you know, it's a still half contested jumper right there. I think they can find a better one.
Inward now. Looking to go coast to coast. Doesn't get the roll. But again, get in the hands in the cookie jar there. The Giants, they have one last shot here to close out what's been a super impressive half. Doesn't go. But that'll do it for the first 8 minutes. Sky Broadband Rapid League action. And the Nelson Giants cooking with gas early. 16 points to 3.
Yeah, I've been super impressed with the Giants right here. You know, both ends of the floor, but more so on the defense. You know, I know they've got 16 points, but really just with the way that the physicality, the connectivity that we talked about. Will Blight, shout out Will Blight getting out there, big man, you know, really being mobile and active. And we haven't seen any open looks there for the Rams, and I think besides one. But yeah, great stuff from starts on their defensive end, and they're translating that on the other end as well.
Yeah, 6 from 13 from the field, the Giants. But some noticeable stats there. 4 steals as well, 3 of which has come from Caleb Chamberlain off the bench. And just really providing that intensity. Phil Jones, of course, who was part of our Sky commentary team season 2024, taking on assistant coaching duties with the Giants, and he's leading this Rapid League unit. The Rams, conversely, just shooting at 1 from 8 from the field. And their assist-to-turnover ratio, well, no assists and 7 turnovers, which really just exemplifies how good the Giants have been at the defensive end.
Yeah, they have. And you know, I think a lot of those turnovers have been where the defense have kind of fought, like they've been forced turnovers where I think the Rams have, maybe the spacing hasn't quite been there. The ball pressure, a lot of it off the dribble. We've had, yeah, just a lot there to tidy up for the Rams, and I think this is going to be a big one. I mean, this third and fourth quarter, you know, Rams in a hole here.
Judd Flavel with us as part of our Sky commentary team, season 2025. Good to see Walter Brown just getting up on his feet there, not too far away, we hope. He's missed, he's out tonight as well with that rolled ankle, but issuing a few words of encouragement there to this young Rams roster. Let's see if they've made those adjustments after the team talk with Coach Ben Sheet. Here is young Tawhiri Kate now. Mason spots an opening, can't finish. Oh, good work there, Sam Smith. Required. And Jake Holmes, the beneficiary.
Great way to start off with, you know, straight downhill, attacking the big man. Let's hope that this sets the tone for the rest of the quarter for them.
And just a little bit, not quite on the same page here, the Giants. Jones wanting one thing, getting another is Matthews now. Kate stays in front and gets the favourable roll, James Matthews.
Yep, you know, not a bad job there defensively for the Rams. James Matthews just up to the task and making that shot.
Mihaka Kate now. Lovely finish with the lefts.
Tough finish down the lane.
So within a minute, the Rams have doubled their score in the third quarter. Just giving the Giants something to think about. There's Mason called for the foul.
The Rams have really come out and lifted that intensity straight away, haven't they? Just extra bit of ball pressure there. I mean, Corbin gives away the foul, but you can see him, he's sitting on that pass. He's sitting on that entry pass.
Crate, they go back to Matthews, lovely pass in the corner. Crate should connect, doesn't, wide open.
Could be a Ram.
Oh, they've seen it the other way.
Yep. Marty, you can overrule it. Yeah, overrule it, right?
Well, you create your own luck. And the Giants playing with such intensity at the moment. Chamberlain with the inbound. Here is Jones, get into his spot, just a little too much. And that one goes the way of the Rams.
Just looking at Hayden Jones rise and elevate for that jumper there. It's a pretty sight. He, you know, look, I think with his development and where he's going with his game, he really has the ability to be that shooter that's working off screens and being able to elevate over the top of the smaller guards.
Of course, part of the Sky Broadband Rapid League All-Star 5 in season 2024. Hayden Jones, the Giants team that won the inaugural competition, 16 wins. And they've picked up from where they left off here. Here is that young man, Hayden Jones.
Great take, coast to coast.
He worked though the other way here is, oh goodness me, Jake Holmes went up to detonate. Fouled, and he'll head to the line.
I like it. Two young fellas going at it. They were always going to meet. They'll eyeing each other up from mid-court there and going to meet each other at the top of the summit.
Jake Holmes, another new name in this Rams environment, currently at Rangiora High. Debuted on Thursday. Long levers.
He's got that basketball body for sure. Great kid too. Just so enthusiastic. Such a coachable kid, and we've really seen the development of him over the last 12 to 16 months to now. You know, he made his debut for the Rams last week and really doing a lot of good things. You know, a lot to learn, as all these youngsters do, but they're great getting the opportunities to do that out here on the floor, which is fantastic.
20 points to 9 midway through the third quarter. Stops required for the Rams. Against the defending Rapid League champions. Loose handle there. Matthews does well to regather. Finds Jones. Oh, boy.
Yep. I mean, James Matthews had a look at splitting that hard shot. Really doesn't need to, though. You know, like, you're doing so well, creating open looks from just moving the ball, passing game. You know, I guess he's seen a little bit more of the daylight than what I had seen. But, yeah, the Giants were well disciplined in their first half, and I thought just created fortunistic, just being able to get that open jumper off that one, but really allow the ball to do the work for you. You know, it's probably the biggest thing from the youngsters to the seasoned pros is just being able to understand what's working for you and just being able to repeat that through and through until the team finds a way to stop you.
Jones up to 10 points, of course, heading over to the United States later this year. University of Wisconsin is marred and fouled by Inwood there. Head to the Chemist Warehouse.
just seeing them in their drops coverage now, and Tony Woodminton into the run into the Gortat screen there, as Mana Martin was able to dribble and hold his defender on the backside and be able to get to the basket and draw the foul. I mean, for viewers back home there, you know, a great strategy against the drops coverage. They've been able to manipulate that with the screen.
Martin splits the free throws out of St Thomas's here in Christchurch. And the Rams at double digits. Still work to do, though, down by 13 in this third quarter. Jones.
That's a big margin and rapidly, isn't it?
Well, we've seen margins, though, certainly last year, eaten up rapidly. Excuse the dad joke, but it's not quite over yet, as Chamberlain has to get acrobatic and creative to try and prevent that backcourt violation, unable to do so. So the Rams, opportunity here again just to eat into that lead. And they go to Martin. Matthews in front, behind the back. Mason now late in the shot clock. And Martin, aware and lovely finish. Just how it was drawn up, Judd Flavel.
Perfect execution, I think. Oh, Mana comes up with the N1 there.
They take it any way they can at the minute. The Barbecues direct Canterbury Rams cut this lead to 10, and he completes the three-point play.
Yeah.
Full court press here.
Got another, sort of 3 to 4 possessions here in this game, so maybe can they get a couple of stops and chip away some more?
Jones looks up, fires a pass to Chamberlain. Oh.
There you go. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Great decision there. Quick decision by Hayden Jones. Didn't try to force too much off that ball screen. Just take what the defense is going to give you, and he finds an easy, probably one of the highest percentage plays you've got in the catch and shoot 3 ball.
3 from 6 now from beyond the arc, the Giants. As that one goes in off the right from Ihakake. As the shot clock goes off late in the third. Jones again. The orchestrator, Blight. Now with Matthews, 2 seconds, got to get a shot up here, Inwood. Oh! And the sally as well from Aston Inwood. They love it on the bench. And it's all coming up good for the Giants here at Cowles. 29-15 they lead with 4 minutes to play.
They're hot, aren't they? What are they shooting from the three-point line?
4 from 7 now.
4 from 7, there you go. And the quality of those looks have been good, That's the difference that we've seen in this ball game right now. On the flip side of that, Rams won't be happy with allowing that shot to be taken with a second to go in the quarter. Got to make him dribble. Just little details like this. This is the 1%ers that right now, when you accumulate it all, the lead in this game, this is where the Giants are really capitalising on.
So Hayden Jones leading the way from a scoring perspective with 10 points. Flawless from beyond the arc, 2 from 2 from 3. Caleb Chamberlain as well with 7 points off the bench, and going along with those 3 steals as well. It was a better quarter for the Rams, but I just feel like still a long way to go after that first half where the Giants were dominant.
Yeah, a lot better that quarter for their Rams for sure. Just the feel of that offensively, I guess getting to the rim. They yet to hit a three-pointer, yet to generate. But you attribute that to the Giants' defense. I've been really impressed here so far from what we've seen. And they're big. They're big across the board. They got length. James Matthews ain't tall by any means, but he's quick. He covers space quickly, but this is a very active Giants defense that we're seeing.
There is James Matthews now with it.
We're going to see this play. It's funny when you see Rapid. Obviously, I've been part of the Rams sort of makeup during the week, looking at the games and watching the games and watching the scout, and everything that we're seeing here right now is going to be a small sample size of what we see later on. Watching the strategies and the plays and sets that we're seeing.
It's one thing seeing it, it's another thing stopping it, of course.
Exactly. 100%. Lockie Craig just going through the body of Tafiri right then.
A lot of depth in this Giants roster. Sal's NBL to come, 6:30. There's Chamberlain, just a little bit heavy there on that attempt. Blight gets a tip, and again, just frustrating constantly. Nothing's coming easy for the Rams.
Nothing clean, you know, and look, Will Blight doesn't get the rebound, but he's right there. You know, he's pressing the basketball and making that outlet pass difficult, you know.
There's Tafiri Kate now pushing it over the half court. The Rams going a little run here to make things interesting. There's Kate now in the left corner.
Yeah, nice pass, Mana. Anytime we can get to the paint, land on 2 feet, you know, solid decisions happen from there. Play on balance, you know, the game of basketball is about balance. There's so much emphasis on speed, but really probably the most important thing for me is just how you can decelerate and land and play off 2 feet.
Another opportunity for the Rams, trailing by 14. Mason.
Yeah, Yep, there you go. Great decision there of Mano. You know, see the help side coming in, easy read, and once again, the Rams will be really happy with that look right there.
Not all done just yet. Such is the nature of Sky Broadband Rapid League. 11-point game, couple of stops, and Rams baskets.
Yeah.
We're in for a thrilling finish.
This next 3 or 4 possessions is really key for the Rams. They need a couple of stops here and being able to capitalise on their other end. Here we go. Run with numbers.
Martin with it. Chamberlain recovers. They get to their set. Trying to use that physicality. Martin there might have been a bit overzealous. No, it'll count. Yeah, going the other way. 3-point play potential for Martin. Thought he created that separation there. One of those sort of 50-50 calls, perhaps.
I just talked about deceleration. I mean, that was the definition of it right there with Mana. Look, Mana's come out, made some big plays here in this final quarter, sorry.
And he makes the free throw, and here we have it. 8-point game, 2:30 to play.
A stop and a score makes this game very interesting.
The momentum all of a sudden is with the Rams. Let's see what they can do at this defensive end, putting Matthews under pressure. He gets it back from Inwood. That pass out to Crate. Again, that first step, so explosive. Lockie Crate.
Yeah, it is. That's his game. Parked in the corner. We've seen him back cutting. We've seen him rebounding. You know, putting his head down and getting to the rim, getting to the foul line.
Lovely pass, Sam Smith. Corbin Mason, everything but the finish, but Smith there to tidy up. And then is fouled by Blight. He'll head to the stripe and shoot a pair. We'll take a second look here at the Sam Smith. It's a lovely baseline cut. Just can't get the finish. Work there by the veteran in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, shall we say, and Sam Smith, who makes the first. Back to single digits. Leaves that one short. They're going to get it back, the Rams. And another foul and another potential 3-point play. Ihaka Kate this time.
Massive play. Coach killer for the Giants here, just giving up that O board on a missed foul shot.
So out of nowhere, we're down to a 7-point game. Sam Smith checks out. In comes Jake Holmes, a bit of extra size. 1 minute 50, even in Rapid League, a long time, the game of basketball. Kate does make the 3-point play, and it's a 2-possession game. Jones, lovely handle, get it over the half court.
There's the pressure on those reversal catches that we were talking about earlier.
Matthews open, can't connect. Big rebound that. Hayden Jones. Shot clock course resets to 14. Jones, the no-look pass to Inwood. Beautiful. They needed that, the Giants.
We've seen in the last few possessions, just that last cutter at the end of the shot clock here, just getting by their defender. Martin. Easy score. Well, making it look easy.
Back to a 6-point game. The Giants could potentially ice it here with a bucket. Chamberlain, Matthews, lovely ball movement. He's stuck in two minds there. James Matthews goes back to Hayden Jones. 5 on the shot clock. Weighs up his man. Mason pulls up, fakes. Oh, and there's a little bit of contact there from Corbin Mason, and it'll be a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for Hayden Jones. .45 seconds to go. A couple of made free throws here might just seal it. And he makes the first as Jones up to 11 points now. (34-27). Can't make the second. Strong rebound there by Tafari, Kate. Just leaves the door slightly ajar, ever so slightly. Need a bucket quickly. Oh, from the car park, Holmes had to go up, put up the prayer, wasn't answered, and that should do it for the visitors, the defending champions. Just get it over the half court now and know that time is on their side. Still about a 9-second differential between game and shot clock, and of course every basket counts here in Sky Broadband Rapid League, so won't be switching off there as Matthews can't get it to go. Blight, couple of tips, third time lucky, no. And a bit messy there at the end. It's going to actually stay with the Giants. And this one in the bag.
Will's just padding his rebounding stats, I think. But he was up there high enough, he could have just turned that one over and... Hayden Jones off this one. We'll look to pull this.
Eventually ends up with Inwood.
There we go.
And the extra pass. And this time Will Blight puts the icing on top. Still 0.3 of a second to play. Good awareness from Ihaka Kate. Draw one final play up using that player timeout.
0.3. I'm not sure if the Rams have covered a 0.3 play yet at this early stage of the season.
Of course, the BNZ player timeout. Sorry, Judd, get tickets to the big game because of our friends at the BNZ and scan that QR code there. And get along. You're enjoying the coverage here on Sky. Even better in person. As Cowles Stadium fills up on what is a special night. Banner raising night. And go with the alley-oop play with next to no time to spare. It doesn't go, and that'll do it. Sky Broadband Rapid League, the defending champions, look slick out the gate. The Nelson Giants get the job done in their opening game of 2025 to the tune of 36 points to 27. Let's take a look at our Chemist Warehouse key stats, and young man Hayden Jones leading the way with 11 points. A real collective effort though there too. The likes of Caleb Chamberlain and Lockie Crate both with 7 points each. Will Blight, 3 of those rebounds right at the end. But, he was impactful as well. And a story there in itself in terms of those assists. Plenty for the Giants, just the one for the Rams. And a block each. Worthington and Blight. And that defensive pressure noticeable. Chamberlain in particular with 3 steals. Time to set it sideline to our man Judd Flavel. Looks like he's just making sure that the microphone is on and working. He's given me the all clear. Let's send it to Judd. He's got Hayden Jones.
I got here with me, Hayden Jones, looking pretty good out there. How'd that one feel for you? Good. Yeah, good to get a first hit out with the boys. Been training a lot for this, getting some Rapid League games and training, so we were prepared. And you guys guys are looking tidy out there, looking very physical and, you know, connected on the defensive end. Is that something that we're going to see in this next game here in the NBL game?
I mean, hopefully. Yeah, we've been working on our defense a lot recently, so we'll hope that translates into the game.
All right, Hayden, we'll have a good one and all the best.
Hayden Jones there with Judd Flavel. Crowd building in anticipation of a big one here at Cowles Stadium. Banner raising night, of course. Back-to-back champions are the Canterbury Rams and the Cowles NBL. We will be back live and to bring you coverage of that Canterbury Rams Nelson Giants Cowles NBL contest from 6:30. We're going to take a quick break here on Sky Sport. Go put the kettle on, put a cuppa in, and join us in about 20 minutes' time. Can't wait for the Rams and the Giants in the Cowles NBL. Kia ora koutou, no mai haere mai. Welcome in for the first time in season 2025 of the NZNBL to Cowles Stadium, the home of the two-time defending champion Canterbury Rams. They are hosting the Nelson Giants. My name is Nick Bewley. Great to be back with you in the commentary position. And there's a new name, as you can see there in the graphic alongside me, a man who needs very little introduction. The architect of those last two Rams titles in seasons 23 and 24. Now, of course, the national head coach of the Tall Blacks, Judd Flavel. Great to have you part of the commentary team with us.
That's an impressive intro there, Nick. Thank you. I felt it pumped me up, right there. Look, great to be part of this and what we're going to see tonight, the fantastic matchup.
Certainly is. The Rams, of course, just a few moments ago, you can see the trophy there, raised the banner here at Cowles Stadium. Six-time champions, our man Judd, just having a chat to the crowd here, which is packed to the rafters, as we've come to expect at Cowles Stadium. Must have been a pretty special moment.
It is, you know, I think anytime you kind of have the chance to do this in front of your home crowd, and it takes you, it's a reflection moment on what happened last season, and obviously now that one's in the books, but just a good little reflection, a moment, and to share it with this crowd here who played such a big role, you know, charging home down their playoff stretch. It wasn't easy, and some great ball games, semi-final and final, but this crowd cheered us all the way home for that one.
Of course, you can get involved throughout the course of the broadcast with our mix and pick poll. Pretty simple. Who gets the win? Rams, a bit of love there for them early. But the Giants, really, 48% think that the visitors are going to get the win. We haven't seen the Giants yet this season, but you would have seen a fair bit of them over at the West Side Blitz, and they are at full strength effectively. They've got the three imports here.
That's right. You know, I think Mike Christchurch has done a great job here of I guess acquiring the roster to be here for game one. I mean, that's such a important decision when it goes into your recruitment as the Rams look to still have three pieces still come on board. You know, two of them already finishing up, I guess, the Australian NBL, the imports. But this Giants team and what we saw in the preseason, very big inside presence, you know, have bolstered their shooting with Liam Judd as well, and obviously the new import with Forbes. So, yeah, they've got a bit of insight.
Let's take a look at the standings, which is up to date. If you're just joining us and hadn't caught up with the earlier game, an absolute thriller. The Taranaki Airs getting the job done over the Wellington Saints in double overtime, 115 to 110. The Rams, of course, open their season on the road up in Tauranga on Thursday, and 86 points to 70. My understanding, the lowest scoring for the Rams in a couple of seasons. What did you see there that just wasn't quite clicking?
Oh, there was a lot. There was probably, you know, a lot going into these first few games. There's still going to be a lot of wrinkles to iron out, and that's just a reflection of guys getting in late. You know, Tohi Smith-Milner was just arrived that week. Taylor Britt had missed 3 weeks of the preseason, and so there's still a lot of points there left on the table. And man, I just saw Taylor Britt throw a double pump reverse dunk there. That hit must be looking and feeling great. But yeah, you know, a lot of teams around the league are sort of in a similar position, I guess.
Game still to come. Plenty of action at your home of the NZNBL on Sky Sport. Bulls, Fire, Airs, Jets, Fire, Nuggets, Giants, Saints. Giants be back at home on Thursday night as we take a look over at their starting five, and it is a very different looking team, not only with three different imports, of course, but the likes of Dan Fotu moving away, Nick Davidson as well, but they do retain, of course, Alex McNaught, the addition of Liam Judd into the Nelson Giants environment, and then two of their imports, the other one will come off the bench in Callum Dalton, but Forbes and Johnson. Bryce Johnson, having been an NBA first-round draft pick back in the 2016 season. And of course, Sammy D, the veteran presence there, 200-plus games for the Giants, bring all his experience to the starting five. They are, of course, coached by the longest-serving coach in the NBL, Mike Fitchett, and he caught up a little bit earlier with Judd.
Fitch, you've had an amazing off-season. New recruits that you brought into the team. Tell us about how they've fitted in so far, and what can we expect from them?
Off the floor, fitted in great. Like really fitted in with the local players really well. Really happy with that. On the floor, just they've been here for 2 weeks, 1 week, so just still trying to work them in. It's going to be a work in progress. So hopefully we can make some progress today.
And always for the head coach at the start of the season, first one to get under your belt. How much focus have you put onto the Rams versus making sure the Giants are up to speed?
I'd probably say 50-50, to be honest. We got lucky the Rams had a game already this week, so we got some good film on them, saw them on the coast, so we've spent some time scouting. But probably the bigger issue is us making sure we get our things right. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It's an interesting one for game prep, this first game, but we think we know what the Rams are going to throw at us, but we'll see.
All the best tonight, Coach.
To the Rams starting 5 now, and no change to the starting 5 they rolled out up in Tauranga. You can see there Walter Brown won't play tonight either, still troubled by that ankle injury. So it's the Isaac brothers, Tama and Kaya, with Taylor Britt, Max Darling, and one of the big off-season moves in Tohi Smith-Milner there, starting at the 5. They are, of course, coached by a new man, their former assistant, now got the keys, 26-year-old Quinn Clinton. He caught up with Judd.
Quinn, obviously a great night for the Canterbury Rams, raising its 6th championship banner. What can we expect from the Canterbury Rams this season of 2025?
Yeah, I think we're wanting to be a really good defensive team. We want to be disruptive in the full court and then being really aggressive in the half court. And then offensively, playing with a lot of pace, sharing the ball and having really strong team reactions offensively.
And we're looking tonight now, and you're down 4 key pieces, still to arrive. But early in this pre-season, who are you looking for to sort of take on the heavy lifting, or is it more of a collective approach?
Yeah, I think more of a collective approach. I think that's been the beauty of the Rams the last couple of years when we've had key guys out. It's kind of been that next man mentality. So we're looking for that tonight. Just each guy taking a little step forward and building from that. And then when we do get those guys in, it's going to make us a stronger basketball team.
All the best tonight, Coach.
Let's take a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head and some key matchups there. Judd, what stands out to you?
Oh, look, I think the first 2 names that we're seeing, the 2 young guns here, Hayden Jones and Tama Isaac, guys that have both put on the tallback singlet recently and are going to be a huge part to what the tallbacks look like in years to come. But their impact in this game, Tama really got big minutes in the last game against the Fire with Taylor Britt's on minutes restriction here, so those 2 for me. And then I think all throughout the roster as well. We're looking at I think Smith-Milner and Bryce Johnson as 2 guys that are really going to have a difference of style of the way that they play. And Johnson's going to be more interior based, and Tohi, as we know, is a shooter from the outside. So both are going to be able to impact the game, but in different ways.
Our match officials this evening, that's Marty Davidson, Matthew Bathurst, Blake Rosanowski as well. The Rams, I'm liking these uniforms. In black with the red pinstripe, the Giants in white. And it's noticeable immediately, Judd, to me, the Giants are a team that really struggled rebounding last year, sort of lacked that size. Bryce Johnson immediately there adds plenty. And then they've got Callum McRae to come back a bit later on from his commitments, once he's done with his commitments in Japan. But they've got Callum Dalton as well, who's 2 meters plus.
They've really bulked up on the inside, haven't they? Fitchy's done a great job in the off-season with his recruits. The other one, too, just looking at Liam Judd. He's a great rebounder as well. He'll provide that for them. They've really upped their stocks.
There's Jalen Forbes. This is his professional debut, 5-year collegiate career. Still at number 5 for the Giants as Johnson looks to get going early with the right-hand hook. Doesn't go. Gets his hand in there.
And Johnson didn't really need to run to the block right there. He had the lead on Tohi. Could have stopped at the basket, got the inside one. But look, Johnson, that touch that he has, that right touch, is something that we're going to see time and time again.
At 30 years of age, as mentioned, was drafted by the Los Angeles Clippers back in 2016 in the NBA. He's just coming off an injury, and what a way to start the 2025 season. I feel like I've seen a bit of that before.
Taylor Britt on his left hand. Look, nice play. And everybody knows where Taylor's going, but it's another thing stopping it.
the 24 minutes as McNaught now responds with a right hand of his own. Point guard battle will be one to watch tonight.
Taylor Britt looking to get underneath, and McNaught able to beat him. Foot race to the basket. Johnson's going to have to be a lot more of a presence right there. Otherwise, Taylor Britt's going to have a field day.
One thing to watch with Johnson is coming off a pretty nasty injury, which picked up in Japan. It's part of a year ago now, so basketball has been relatively limited as he gets to his work early, gets to a spot, and a foul down low off the ball. It's going to go on Dempster, so it'll be Rams possession. But anyone who's been in the NBA is going to bring a lot of class to this league.
Absolutely. You can see it's there. You can see it's there. You know, it's going to take him a little bit to find his groove in this league, as most imports do. And, but, yeah, in game shape as well. But you can see the touch. You can see the footwork.
Tama Isaac bringing the ball down the floor here. Britt eventually gets to it now. Creates a bit of separation. Good work there. Tohi Smith-Milner and Taylor Britt. The first 7 points inside 90 seconds.
I'll tell you what, Taylor has seen teams go underneath ball screens for the majority of his career. He has become accustomed to being able to see that and now make teams pay. Be interesting to see how long or how many they choose to take that route.
Late in the shot clock here, Johnson from 30 feet. That's a huge win for the Rams. The Giants unsettled early at Cowles, which is loud as usual. So we take a second look at the replay. That work there. Taylor Britt had all the time in the world.
Smith-Milner just getting up and in too, not allowing Johnson to have all that freedom and space.
There's Smith-Milner now, first time in a Rams singlet in 8 years. Long rebound, Isaac. He wants a piece of the action from beyond the arc, and Smith-Milner now putting his body on the line. Good hustle, and all concern here for Johnson holding that right knee. Let's hope he's okay. And the hustle rewarded here from the Rams.
You're going to see both teams really be a presence on the offensive rebound and just about where they position themselves. We talked about Liam Judd and his ability to do that. Kai Isaac, for a guy that doesn't get upstairs, is a great positional rebounder. You got to watch him just walk guys under.
Well, it's such a big part of the Rams' success last year. You don't need me to tell you about it, Judd, but top rebounding team, just a little over 30 a game, 12.2 offensive rebounding, creating all those second chance, third chance opportunities. There's Taylor Britt now off to a hot start. Can he keep it cooking? Of course he can.
And he's going to his right, and teams will be forcing to his right hand, but he has developed that jump shot so well.
Most improved player in the league last year, John McDonald Cup winner for most outstanding local guard. Had a huge say on that year, in particular last year. As Smith-Milner now at the rebound. Here come the Rams. Rampant. Isaac. Oh, baby. Timeout time, is it, Fitch?
I was looking at it. He's going to his subs.
And he's going to his big man from Aussie. About to make his debut and enter the fray, Callum Dalton. Hayden Jones there waiting his boarding pass as well. 12-2, excuse me. And another turnover. Britt, Isaac, coast to coast. Oh, leaves it hanging. Younger brother Tama Tidies. There's an offensive rebound. Out of the back of the hand. Tama Isaac now. Can barely hear yourself thinking, there comes that timeout call. 15-2 run. What a start at Cowles.
This is Cowles. We've got to love this place when the Rams are rolling like this. Giants will be looking to make some adjustments here. Haven't been happy with their offense, just haven't settled into the groove yet. Some shots that have been tough and just haven't been able to find some open looks. Got to give the Rams a lot of credit though for being able to pressure that. I think one of the matchups that Johnson has, he has the size advantage over the top of Smith-Milner, but out there on the perimeter, Tohi, very crafty defender, can get up and in, and he's really been able to cause some problems there.
So shooting it at 66% of the Rams here early, including 3 from 5 from downtown. A real discrepancy already in terms of shot attempts. Just 1 from 5 for the Giants, 6 from 9 for the Rams.
just what the Rams needed. As we look at some substitutions coming in, Sam Smith and Ihaka Kate coming in. Ihaka's first game for the season, didn't make the road trip. Taylor Britt on minutes restriction, so this is a little factor just to watch in the background. You know, he's on restriction there, and that's going to how Coach Quinn Clinton organises his rotations and get minutes from these younger guys coming off the bench here, going to be critical.
Here's McNaught. As the Giants look to stop the rot. 15-2. What a start.
Just everything defensively. It just really slowed down the Giants. Their second side actions has really been...
Oh, Tama Isaac now. It is raining threes in the Garden City.
We've just seen the Rams really dictate the tempo of this game. The defense right now really stopping the basketball. The second side stuff has really given them problems.
Oh, good work there, down low from the Aussie, Callum Dalton.
And that's probably the first breakdown for the Rams on the defensive end.
24-year-old going across the ditch. Callum Dalton.
McNaught just can't he can't give away those 7 fouls there. You know, not in position here. They're going to need him here tonight. Can't give up those fouls.
All Blacks head coach, former Canterbury Rams head coach, title-winning head coach Judd Flavel with us as part of the Sky broadcast in season 2025. Liking what he's seeing early. Bit of an understatement. 18-4 the Rams lead, looking for their first win in season 2025 in their home gym. Isaac now late in the shot clock. Back-to-back threes for the 18-year-olds. And that's the 5th of the ball game for the home team.
The Giants really showing their cards, I guess, getting underneath Taylor Britt screens and Tom Isaac. And you know what? That would be the scout traditionally. I think some adjustments going to have to be made here. They're getting stand-up, spot-up three-point shots right now.
They go to the low post through Dalton. Work cut out for him with Smith-Milner, who does well. And there's Kai Isaac crashing the boards.
Torhi's post defense is understated. You know, his ability to play and match up with bigger guys and being able to displace them, as we saw there. Those two very familiar with their Brisbane Bullet days as well.
And Mike Fitchett remonstrating on the sideline, unhappy with the no call. Rams missed from downtown for a change.
He's really working the sideline, Fitch.
Judd losing the footing. And it's not quite connecting. Thus far, the Nelson Giants. And a foul off the ball. This one, it was Isaac and Jones that got Kai Isaac, that is, caught in a tangle in the previous possession. And take a look there at Mike Fitch. It's a pretty hot day here in Christchurch, and Coach Fitch just a little bit hot under the collar. Having a chat to Marty Davidson.
Yeah, working the refs, you know. I mean, it's something that head coaches do, you know, just quietly having those conversations on the sideline, looking to try to, I guess, plant seeds, you know. I guess he's obviously seeing things there that he's not happy with, and you need to have those conversations with the refs and see if you can start to swing some momentum.
Hayden Jones elevates, can't get it to go. Top scorer in Sky Broadband Rapid League earlier today with 11. The Giants beating the Rams. Kai Isaac now finds his younger brother Tama. It's an Isaac brother show here as Kaya pulls up away to the right. Much needed.
Be interesting to see how this offense look now with no Torrey Smith Milner out there on the floor, no Taylor Britt out there on the floor. So they made substitutions, you know, quick rotations. Quinn back into, you know, Corbin Mason out there. Max Darling back for his second time on the court, as we see Mana Martin being subbed in for Kai Isaac.
So a lot of these local youngsters getting minutes here early in the Sal's NBL season. The Rams without all 3 of their imports still due to arrive. There's Lockie Crate, who was mightily impressive in Rapid League as well. His first minutes in the Sal's NBL, coming down from the Manawatu Jets, misses the 3, but hustle there rewarded for the Giants. They're going to get another look.
just seen that Rams being disruptive on that sideline out of bounds play too.
His imports, of course, Sean McDonald out of the Tasmania Jack Jumpers. Kyle Bowen is involved at Melbourne United at the moment, the ANBL Grand Final Series. And CJ Penner out of the United States.
Sean McDonald, I'm not sure, did you say Sean McDonald?
Sean McDonald, yeah, right at the start, out of the Jackies.
And Walter Brown still to, get on court this season. So, yeah, they're undermanned right now, and 4 guys, 4 key pieces yet to come in.
Pressure here on the Aussie.
Disruptive again there on their sideline out of bounds.
Dalton, yeah, not letting them get comfortable at any opportunity here. Good 2-man game. And Dalton just can't finish the gimme.
Yeah, should have put that one away. Max Starling was late there in the rotation.
Oh, strong finish. Couple of youngsters, Martin getting the better of Jones on that occasion.
Yeah, just took his time. Had patience. It was good to see from the young fella.
There's Jones, lovely find to Crate in the corner.
Yep.
That's more like it for the Nelson Giants. And the new head coach, Quinn Clinton, just wants to talk things through. It slowed down a bit, understandably, after that explosive start. 23-7 in the first quarter.
Yeah, you won't be happy with those last 2 defensive possessions. Max Starling was late on the rotation. Dalton missed the gimme that he should have scored. And then right there, Hayden Jones rejecting the ball screen, able to, put them in rotations and find a wide-open shooter. So the Rams have been solid. 90% of their work on the defensive end has been great, fantastic, and good timely time out there by coach. Still plenty of time here for the Giants.
Yeah.
I just need to settle into their stuff. I guess make some adjustments what they're doing, and that second side action that they're looking to play, that pass and follow, is really, the Rams have done a great job of just making that a physical contest and then really taking the momentum out of the offense. So notice that Fitch, when he called that timeout, he made the subs, and the imports are on the bench right now. So let's see how long he keeps them out.
Young Jake Holmes into the ball game as well for the Canterbury Rams. Another who impressed in Sky Broadband Rapid League, Judd.
Yeah, absolutely. He's had got tremendous upside. Old Jake Holmes, and he'll be coming in. Quinn Clinton will be looking at him. Can he get a couple of solid minutes out of him? Be solid on the defensive end. When it's your time to catch and shoot, get after it.
Darling getting in a tangle with Crate there. And Max Darling. And then loses the handle. Seen Darling with plenty of minutes in the ANBL this season with the Breakers.
This is why I had Tamo Isaac as one of the keys matchups in this one. He's going to play probably the most minutes out of the Rams guys, just with Taylor's minutes restriction. And he's a young 18-year-old. He can go all day. So.
I seem to recall last year, I think he had New Zealand secondary schools game in the morning, came here, played Rapid League, and then sells NBL as he finishes at the Cup. Tama Isaac, massive motor. 25 points to 7-2, 26 to play in the first quarter. Sunday evening hoops at Cowles.
See the Giants settle into their Horn series right now, and which is a good play, good stable play for them that they've run over the last few years. Maybe this is another entry into the offense that can build some momentum off.
Here comes Taylor Britt back into the ball game. The Rams captain, 9 points and just a tick over 3 minutes. Perfect 4 from 4. And here is Forbes again with a long contested 3. Rebounded by Smith-Milner. Joining from the Wellington Saints, Tohi Smith-Milner. We'll head back across the Tasman. There's some NBL 1.
Here's the first adjustment that we've just seen, the hard show on Taylor Britt. Coach Fitch is already deep into the changing the strategies right here.
It works initially. Big contact, Johnson on the youngster, Holmes.
Johnson's just been called for a moving screen.
Yeah. Didn't miss the official Marty Davidson.
That's his second.
And that's what you alluded to earlier, Judd, around the imports in this league just taking a couple of games usually to get up to speed with the interpretations of our officials.
I think that one sort of was unfortunate because of the circumstances. Lockie had just driven back into his space. You know, that was probably more on Lockie than Johnson right there. See, once again, just seeing the aggressiveness on Taylor. That he's going to see two people now. How quickly can he find the pass? That's what it's going to come down to now. This is the chess game between the two coaches, and then the players being able to execute that on the floor.
A couple of early wins after that adjustment for the Giants defensively as Jones finds Johnson mismatch down low, has to finish and does.
Yeah. Jacob Holmes got to meet him a lot earlier than what he did. Can't wait for him at the basket. It just got too much size that he's given up.
So first basket for Bryce Johnson in the Cowles NBL. First of many, I'm sure. Tick over a minute to play in the first quarter. A red hot start for the two-time defending champions. Britt Holmes, extra pass in the corner. Kaya Isaac can't connect.
And you saw the Rams just go away from the ball screen right there, just playing a little gets action and handoffs just to sort of alleviate the pressure on the ball.
And a foul on the Rams. 16, that's on Holmes. Rangiora High, Jake Holmes. It's Jones with the inbound. And not for the first time this evening, Kaya Isaac is getting locked up, a little overzealous.
And that'll be his second, and here comes sub. Yep, Tummer's coming in.
So Kaya Isaac with 2, Bryce Johnson with 2 for the Giants. Worth watching. And heading to the Chemist Warehouse stripe now is Jalen Forbes.
Let's keep an eye on that. You know, Kaya getting 2 fouls right now. Really, the Rams can't afford it. You know, they're going into their rotations right now, getting good quality minutes out of the younger guys. I don't see that happening in the second half as much, you know, especially getting down the stretch. So they need a Kaya Isaac that's not in foul trouble for the rest of the game.
Jalen Forbes makes the second, and he's underway in the Cowles NBL as well. It's about a 13-second differential here between game and shot clock. Smith Milner gets it to Britt in motion, hangs in the air, finds Darling in the corner. Certainly improved his three-point shooting over the last couple of seasons. Can't get that one to go though.
That is Darling's corner, that one over there on the right side.
Jones.
Can't afford to foul here, the Rams, you know.
A lovely dish from Dalton Jones, and that extra pass again to Crate. Oh, Forbes, lovely rebound, but Jake Holmes. Oh, Bryce Johnson count it. A bit doing there in that final possession. It all comes to a Giants field goal. But what a quarter for the Rams, particularly the first half of it. 25 points to 12. Quarter time at Cowles Stadium. overtime at Cowles Stadium in the Cells NBL. The defending champion Canterbury Rams with a 25-12 lead. Nick Bewley here, Tall Blacks head coach Judd Flavel alongside, deep in study of the box score in a slightly different role as commentator as opposed to head coach. But what stands out for you as you take a look at the box score?
It's funny, I just never had time to do this as a head coach role. Now this is what apparently my assistants would do. Look, Tama Isaac, 11 points straight out of the gate. Was he 3 from 3 from the three-point line? Great quality looks that the Rams are getting, generated from their good defense. You know, talk about the physicality and just their pressure on the Giants, and that's really transferred into their transition game, which we've been known for over the last couple of seasons, especially last season. The Giants yet to, 1 from 6 from the three-point line, but yet to really sort of, I guess, create those real high-quality shots too. You know, that's a tough contested one.
Gets away with it there, Forbes, and he'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 3. He did have a season at Tulane University where he shot the 3 ball at a 39% clip, high volume too. So that is part of his game, but you're completely right. Surely that isn't when they're trying to draw up a 30-foot contested shot.
Yeah, I think you can get that shot anytime, you know, like really, can you put pressure on the refs? Can you get into the paint? I think good things happen from there, and if all else fails, at least you're generating easy looks from the free throw line. And as I look towards, 2 free throws from them in the first quarter, and if they're 1 from 6 from the three-point line, that's the first adjustment they've got to start to look at.
Just on Tama Isaac, I know it's very early, and it's going to be, without doubt, an excellent NBL career, but an equal career high in the first quarter, 11 points. Play big minutes, of course.
Just great to see the confidence that he's playing with right now, and able to take that shot when they go underneath the screens.
Here he is with it now.
Game really well.
Yeah, embracing that challenge up against Alex McNaught.
They chase over the ball screen now, and you start to see him downhill. One more. Thought he was wide open. Could have made that one more pass, but look, now you're starting to see the adjustments that Coach Fitch has made.
Here's Judd, can get up, Liam Judd, the flying mullet. Just a cool landing there and lays it up for 2, and a very early timeout, 50 seconds into the second quarter from Coach Quinn Clinton.
It is, yeah, not happy with that blow by, or the outside defense there, or something there that he's not happy with.
Well, a 5-0 run to start the second quarter for the Giants. Cut it to 8.
And he would have been thinking, do I take this timeout now, or if I'm not happy with how this started, do I keep it in the bag because we've got 9 minutes to go in this quarter? The other thing you've got to take into consideration now is the player timeout, which is a huge ally for coaches, and I'm sure the Rams will be at some point using that. But yes, it's always one of those things for head coaches. How quickly do you pull that trigger? Certainly, if it was something that he would have discussed in the quarter break, and for him to call that timeout so early.
Well, these are all the little things that Quinn Clinton's going to learn live, right? 26 years of age. Yes, he's had some head coach experience at secondary schools levels, but this is different gravy, as they say, and it might take a bit of time for him to find his feet, but he's gonna learn on the hop, and it's a pretty exciting job for a guy that's played the game at a high level. Fortunately, due to injury, cut his career short, and now a huge career or future ahead of him as a coach.
Yeah, he's always had a basketball brain, Quinn as a player, and now we've seen that as a coach. Yeah, it's really going to be, these reps that he's getting, attacking, not attacking, Ehak is attacking.
Speaking of attacking, Smith Milner bending the rim.
But just, these type of moments in games and situations are all so important for any coach.
Dalton losing the footing, fortuitously lands in the lap of Liam Judd. McNaught now getting around Cates. The floater gets the roll, Alex McNaught.
We won't be happy with that. McNaught being able to get by Ehaka so quickly.
And immediately an adjustment about to be made as Bryce Johnson just swats it away. It is a foul, third on Johnson.
No, he's gone with Liam Judd, I believe.
Yeah, well spotted.
Not sure if I got that right, but no, it wasn't on Bryce Johnson there. That would have been a huge blow for the Giants.
Taylor Britt back in for the Rams. And Tama Isaac now at the Chemist Warehouse stripe for the first time tonight. Can't get it to go. Perfect 4 from 4 from the field, including 3 3-pointers. Outstanding first quarter. This young 18-year-old makes the second.
This matchup right here with McNaught and Tama Isaac, fun matchup. Both aggressive guards, stocky, defensive-minded, putting pressure on the rim. It's a fun matchup to watch.
Well, Judd loses the handle and immediately Smith-Milner asks Isaac to get off and racing. Does brilliantly, the younger of the Isaac brothers, to get it to older Kaya. And then Max Darling running the floor to tidy up.
Something for young players at home. Never assume that the layup's going down. You know, Max Darling with a great play, chasing that one up.
Forbes with a long 2. Nice jumper, Jalen Forbes. But then caught napping at the other end, the outlet pass. No one at home for the Giants. Coach Killer.
Yeah, I can say Coach Killer now in this seat. Look, just a breakdown there.
Dalton wide open after Darling lost his footing. Long rebound for Forbes.
Got to get over the top of that screen.
Johnson now work their wall up by Smith-Milner, but it rolls in. Bryce Johnson up to 6 points. Britt to Smith-Milner. Yet to score here tonight is Darling. Lovely find. And now Max Darling gets in on the 3-point shooting clinic. That's the 6th of the game for the Canterbury Rams.
He's such a smart player, like on that post catch. Just the gravity of him catching the ball down the post. And I think the combination with Tohi and Max Darling, they're going to be trouble, you know, like just both of them can shoot it. Both have the size to be able to finish inside, but both smart players too. Max has really come on and leaps and bounds and just understanding the game and the positions and the nuances of how to play the game of basketball. But those two combined, they're going to have a fun combination.
There's Dempston out with the inbound. All sorts of pressure again, McNaught.
The Rams being very disruptive out there in the out-of-bounds plays.
Forbes in the corner, threatening to shoot it. And Dalton now just a little bit disconnected, the Giants. Dalton goes it alone, can't get it to go. Sam Smith now for the Rams. Smith to Smith-Milner. A tongue twister throughout the course of the season is Britt.
So he's wide open.
Lovely second pass. To Isaac that time. Finally misses from downtown. But older Kai Isaac, we've seen a fair bit of that, aren't we? And doesn't he love it?
He does. It's Kai Isaac at his best when it comes down to being scrappy, like a scrappy moment, scrappy play. You can trust that one of the Isaac brothers is going to be first on the floor, and as he does right now, getting the N1.
Well, that's his second offensive rebound of the evening. Not quite had that shooting efficiency, Kai Isaac, just the 1 from 7 from the field, but being impactful in other ways. Well, that offense isn't quite clicking. Can't get the free throw to go, but how easy was that for Sam Smith?
The Rams are picking up everything right now. Wouldn't be surprised if Coach Fitchett really goes into a timeout, another timeout.
Oh, the little floater, fade away from Smith-Milner, and a second offensive rebound in a matter of seconds for Sam Smith. Isaac to Smith, late on the shot clock. And Dalton finally hauls it in for the visitors. It's their first game, the Giants. The Rams were beaten by the Phi on Thursday night, undermanned. We're going to bounce back here at home as Liam Judd. That's a lovely three-pointer. And a delay here after Judd lost his footing to clean up. the court.
This is what the Giants really need, you know, just to see the ball go through the hoop. I mean, they haven't had any sort of momentum behind it. Like, they put together patches, I guess, on the offensive end. But they need to put, you know, 2 or 3 good possessions together here. Be solid on the defensive end. Tidy up those the defensive rebounds and able to get out and explore and transition. Everything right now, it's just been a grind on the offensive end for them because the Rams have been able to keep them on defense for periods of time. And then being able to just be impressive in blowing up their entries into the offense.
They've done well, though. It was 23-4. It's worth remembering after that explosive start. They've got back into, as you say, Judd Flavel, the grind. As Smith-Milner now pulls up. Very capable three-point shooter. Torrey Smith-Milner doesn't go.
Yeah, good box out there by Forbes. That's exactly what they need. Now come down here and look what they've got. Already got the mismatch with the switch as they look to go high inside to Dalton.
Rifles it cross-court. Forbes to Judd. He'll like this matchup with Britt in front, but Taylor Britt does well. Just slaps at the hand, though. And the act of shooting, too. So Liam Judd will head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot a pair.
Yeah, good work from Liam Judd there. Just taking his time, being patient, able to get to his spot right there and rise up over the top of the smaller Britt.
And a timeout called with 4:43 to play in the second. It's the Rams up by 11. The Giants just slowly working their way back into the ball game. Tim Smith there, the Rams staff. First home game of season 2025. Banner raised earlier in the evening. Yeah, you can see it there on the wide shot. 6-time champions now, back-to-back champions, of course, 23-24. And title-winning head coach Judd Flavel with us as part of our commentary team in season 2025. And a lot to like with your Tall Blacks hat on, Judd, in terms of the output of our locals. I'm talking Tama Isaac in particular, Taylor Britt, of course, Max Darling.
Yeah, we've got a few on display here tonight, and I think, you know, the future's in good hands with the Tall Blacks. It's certainly, I think the Rapid League has really proved a winning formula for the development and fast-tracking that youth. And now we've seen them on the floor here, you know, being contributors, and Tom Isaac and this one being a leading performer of this game. But you know, we're going to start to see this this concept with the Rapid League that we've got really pay off, and hopefully the Tall Blacks are in great shape for many years to come.
Liam Judd and Lachlan Crate as well. A couple have come down from the Manawatu Jets into the Nelson Giants environment. A couple of shrewd pickups from Coach Fitch.
Great pickups, yeah. Really added to his rebounding that he wanted it, and the outside shooting, perimeter shooting. You know, he publicly came out and said that that's an area that they wanted to improve on. They've really done that, and I think Liam Judd's going to be a great pickup for them. And you know, he's just got there too. You know, he finished his stint over in India, playing in the league over there, and we're going to see him, I think, throughout this season be a leading player for this team.
Taylor Britt draws the foul, and we'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. An explosive start early, Taylor Britt. 9 points inside the first 3 minutes to really get Cowles Stadium up and about. He's on a minutes restriction, as Chad mentioned earlier, still overcoming a bit of a hip issue. Looks a bit more uninhibited so far this evening.
No, he's looking great. He will be coming off shortly. The assistant coaches have those lineups ready to rotate in. And being on the back end of the doubleheader too, playing the Phi, and you know, just a couple of days ago, and you know, it's just something with those injuries that you need to be able to manage. You know, it is, you're playing the long game with this one.
4:22 to go in the half as the Giants continually eating into this early lead of the Rams. 23-4 in that first quarter, as Craig can't get that one to go. Darling wrestles in the rebound, and now Britt to that left hand.
Taylor Britt enjoys any time he can sort of post up with a mini kind of post up, sort of bit of a back down opportunity. It's always one for a point guard. I think they enjoy, you know, point guards enjoy being close players, and post players enjoy sitting out on the three-point line.
There's Dempster now, the veteran.
Dempster, we haven't mentioned Dempster's name, have we? Such a big part of this organisation. Guy's done a great job on keeping him quiet. You know, he's one of those guys that will kill you every time you break down. So that's a reflection of the Rams being tidy in their defense and their box outs. You know, really, I talk about Kyle Isaac being a great positional rebounder. Sam Dempster's probably one of the best in the business.
Just the 9 minutes so far for Dempster. And Jalen Forbes firing up three balls from here, there and everywhere, but once again an adjustment required there. Head down into the free throw line a bit more. 14-point game. Slight delay here as the officials in communication with the Giants coaching staff, and it's a singlet change is the issue here for Liam Judd.
They're trying to get him back on the court. With Matt Bathurst ain't letting it. He's, the rules are the rules. Johnson comes on now. It's actually not a bad sub.
Nice Johnson and singlet 11, centre of your screen. On the two fouls. 6 points as well. Sal's NBL debut for him. Hayden Jones, 18-year-old. Gets it out to Crate.
This is, yeah. It gets twice now that Kate has beaten, or not beaten, but just really taking it at Ihaka right now downhill. Ihaka's got to do a better job of closing out and keeping that thing square. But this is where Lockie can really add some value to this. You know, a lot of attention is put on Johnson, a lot of attention put on the import Forbes. He has the advantage, he has the foot speed, he has the size on that matchup, so don't be surprised if we see him in this last 3 minutes here really being a factor. And can they accumulate points, easy points, get themselves to the foul line, build up pressure. Now they can set up their defense. You know, a lot of good positive benefits from getting yourself to the foul line.
Splits the free throws, does Crate. Now Kate, Ihaka Kate that is. Back to Britt as they get to their set, and again Britt trying to get to the left. Dempster saw it coming but still can't stop it.
Taylor Britt, I tell you what, he is just continuing to get better and better. Keep showing you something new. Although, I mean, that's a finish on the left hand. That's not new. But the degree of difficulty and how he made that look easy.
Leading all scorers with 15 points, 2:30 to play in the half as Forbes now stripped of it. And Max Darling thought that was all ball. The officials saw it differently. And foul on Darling. A confused look on the face there of the Rams forward. And free throws forthcoming for Forbes. Certainly getting the line a little bit more are the Nelson Giants. These are attempts 10 and 11. And Forbes makes it both. 43 points to 30. It feels like this margin has just sort of hovered in the low teens for a wee while now. Both teams going blow to blow. There's Darling. Oh, Forbes gets a piece of it from behind. Defensive play there by the American.
Yeah, it's where you just see the size and presence of Johnson. Max usually likes that sort of role on their clear side.
Silky smooth there from Hayden Jones. You spoke about in Sky Broadband Rapid League, Judd Flavel, around the ability to decelerate, and that just felt like he had an extra half a second there as he weighed up his options.
Yeah, I guess we look at Luka Doncic, you know, just sort of being the master of that. And when you're able to control your speed and momentum like that, just the decision making is at a higher percentage. And you know, coaches, all they want is just high percentage plays, you know.
I go back to Jones now. The lead at 11. The Giants have done well after that incredible start by the Rams. And now they draw a foul. And Bryce Johnson, sweet clap of the hands there, just getting himself all pumped up into the contest as the Giants look to bring it to single digits. Fouls on Corbin Mason. It's his first. Torrey Smith-Milner about to check back in. Bryce Johnson. Fun fact, as I was preparing for this game, was part of the blockbuster NBA trade that sent Blake Griffin to the Detroit Pistons.
Oh, there you go.
I find that on a Spates, bottom of a Spates cap. Yeah, 21 games in the NBA, most recently playing in Japan. And makes them both, and all of a sudden, Judd, it is into single digits.
But like you said, they've been hanging around at sort of this sort of margin.
And it's the work defensively, Joe.
Yep, that's right. They've really consolidated on the defensive end, you know, and able to sort of build from there. Always gives you a great starting block to work off. That won't help.
Unnecessary pass there from Johnson. Here come the Rams at pace. Darling, too strong, but oh, the recovery. Ends up back with the Rams. Helter-skelter this, and eventually...
Max Darling looks like he's done something to the shoulder.
Well, that was some significant contact down low, and unfortunately for Darling, it's come off second best. And he immediately checks out. Some sort of arm or shoulder issue.
Johnson's not happy about something.
And let's take a second look at the replay. So contact with Dempster. It was Hayden Jones that got up with the block. So a storyline here to follow late in the second quarter as the Giants momentum with them. The pendulum swings. And Dalton now down low. Little hook shot. Oh, lovely. And all of a sudden, a 7-point game.
Just that extra size is just where it's coming in handy.
Smith-Milner does well. Ihaka Kate under pressure recovers. And there's a clock issue here, unfortunately.
Yep. The Rams actually worked in Rams' favour right there.
Yeah.
Looking a little rattled. The Giants just able to keep themselves this close. It's a great quarter for them. So look at my calculations here. The 24-18, as I believe, in this quarter.
25-12 at quarter time. And 23-4 at one point. So, well, they threw a couple of haymakers early, the Rams. The credit to the Giants. You mentioned, Judd, you wanted to see those slight little subtle changes, particularly defensively, around fighting over those screens. And
yeah, you know, they made some really good adjustments there. You know, if they're able to sort of keep the ball in front, you know, I sort of take it back to their offense, actually. I think the quality of their offense, being able to get through their actions, not turning the ball over. Now they're not facing a charging, rampaging Canterbury Rams team coming down in transition. They're able to keep Rams out in front of them in their half court. Now they can really capitalize and use their size and their length. But if they turn this into a track meet, it's going to be advantage Rams.
And you mentioned it at quarter time, just the 2 free throws in the first quarter. That's now up to 13, 10 from 13 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe as well. So a few freebies able to eat their way into that Rams advantage, which now just stands at 7 points. The clock is adjusted to 19.5. Shot clock is off. Tama Isaac, that is, taking his time. Big quarter for him. 14 points in the first half, a new career high for the 18-year-old. And it rolls in. Tama Isaac right on the stadium clock. Is there going to be time? No, there isn't. So Tama Isaac, who's had a significant impact on this first 20 minutes, closes the first half with another bucket to go to 16 for the game. And it's the Canterbury Rams at halftime leading 45-36, and it's their two guards, Tama Isaac with 16, Taylor Britt with 15, getting it done. And kudos to the Nelson Giants as well for clawing their way back there in that second quarter. As we send it down to Judd, and he's got Kaya Isaac.
I'm just here with Kaya Isaac. Kaya Isaac, you guys came out of the blocks really quickly in their first quarter. What was the, what do you guys need to do heading into the second half to get this win?
Just good rebounding, get the pace up. I think we did a good job with the first 5 minutes, just jamming, trying to get O-boards, sticking with our defensive rules, and yeah, we should be good.
And you guys really look great in transition and on the open floor. How disruptive, whereabouts are you guys getting your disruption from on the defensive end, and how has that been able to provide you great looks going down the other way?
I think just being physical, making their catches off where they want to get them, and then just disrupting. We're in our positions, in our four spots on defense, and then, as soon as we get the ball, we're just running.
All the best for the second half. I'm here with Bryce Johnson. Welcome to New Zealand. Thank you. First game, halfway through this first game. What do you take out of this first half, and for you guys to heading into the second half?
We got punched first. We just got to come back out and be the aggressor like they did in the first half, and then I think we should be fine. They hit some big shots. I mean, when you have a banner night like this, the guys didn't miss, so we had to expect that, but we got to come back out here and just be ready to play this time.
And you guys had a great second quarter. You talked about punching back. You guys end up winning that quarter. How important is it for you guys to carry this on, and take this momentum out of this game, here in Cowles Stadium? But how important is it for you guys to have a good start in this third quarter?
It's very important. The third quarter is where most games are won. They can either go up and put a bigger lead, or we can come back and make it a competitive game. So we got to just come out, be ready. Like I said, be ready to play. We got to come out and play and just do what we need to do and stop them from making open shots.
All the best for the second half.
Bryce Johnson and Kaya Isaac there with Judd Flavel. Half-time at Cowles Stadium. It's the Canterbury Rams leading the Nelson Giants 45 points to 36. back to Cowles Stadium. Half-time, Canterbury Rams leading the Nelson Giants 45 points to 36. Nick Bewley with former Canterbury Rams, now Tall Blacks head coach Judd Flavel alongside. A red pen out, looking at the box score again, Judd. And obviously we heard there from Bryce Johnson and Kai Isaac. Interesting comment there from Bryce saying, you know, they landed a couple of punches early, but just fought their way back in, and they were a lot better in that second quarter. What is it that you saw that they adjusted, that worked really well, that they need to continue here in the second half?
Yeah, I thought they did a much better job just with their offense. I thought the Rams really came out and, right from the tip and disrupted their flow, and they just weren't able to generate anything easy, and, you know, turnovers as a result. And as those turnovers went, you know, the Rams really got out and running, and that's where we saw a lot of downhill action for them.
For the Rams, it was an explosive start, as we've acknowledged. 23-4. It was a 16-point scoring run to get to 18 points to 2. But then just it cooled off offensively, which of course it was going to. But what do the Rams need to do with your coaching hat on, Judd, to just get back to somewhere close to that sort of offensive rhythm?
Yeah, look, I think there's easy little things there too. Like, you know, we talked about Lockie Crate just grabbing the ball and just attacking the closeout. Just got to be better on there. That's on the scouting report for the Rams. They also, you know, a couple of times in their hard show covers, and you just saw the backside of their defense just being a step off. Gave Johnson an easy 2 underneath the basket one time. Some missed box outs. There's just lots of little things across the board, and if you want to be successful and you know, with your, I guess, your offense, then you've got to be, and certainly for the Rams, where they're their strength when they're in full flight on the offensive end, that needs to be the little areas of tidy up on the defensive side. So I think if they do that, then we'll start to see them dictate the tempo of this game. And when they, you know, for the Giants on the other side of it is, can they get through the offense? Can they generate quality looks? Because if they're able to keep the Rams in front of them and take away their transition game, then they're able to grind themselves back into the ball game, which we saw. The Giants could, the Rams could never quite get away from them. And now we start to see the Giants starting to, you know, get to the foul line, slow down the game. And when I say slow down the game, it's not trying to take the air out of the ball. It's just keeping the Rams in front.
Insights there, great to have here on Sky Sport as part of our commentary team in season 2025 of the NZNBL. Tall Blacks head coach Judd Flavel. We'll take one final break here on Sky Sport as part of half-time. The second half on the other side. minutes. Welcome back to Cowles Stadium. Perfect timing as the second half gets underway. The Rams currently leading the Giants 45-36, and a charge early and a third foul from Bryce Johnson. Get involved in our mix and pick poll. A little bit of movement there. Still a bit of faith in the Giants climbing their way over the top of the Canterbury Rams. Nick Bewley, Judd Flavel behind the mic here this evening. Worth noting too, Judd, no sight of Max Darling after halftime. Took a pretty heavy knock to the right arm late in that first half. As we can see there, he's taking some electrolytes on board. Not quite scratched yet, but not playing here early in this third quarter.
Yeah, that's going to be a big blow if he's out for the game. Same play that we saw at the start of the first quarter.
But Sam Smith into the game.
Pays off again.
And a corner three to open it up.
Yeah, the Max Darling, just because of the lack of bigs at the moment, you know, and Sam Smith comes on, you know, trusted, reliable player, but giving up some size, maybe not so much to Sam Dempster, but when they go with Dalton and Johnson together, is that big combo.
Britt now pulling up from the elbow. Just a little over to the left. Dempster with the rebound.
Yeah, Taylor would have liked to have had that one back, settled for that.
Good work there, Smith, Milner, and Forbes almost into the corporates. Sam Smith ends up with it. Smith, Milner, in great vision for a big man. Isaac, Tamar Isaac that is, can't get it to go, but Sam Smith, great hustle, starting the second half, gets a corner three and being impactful at the rebounds as well.
It's got the same start as what it did at the first quarter, doesn't it? You know, the Giants being just a little bit scrappy, careless with the basketball. Rams coming off, having a good start, just jumping on top of them. Giants can't afford to do this.
Smith, Milner.
Alex McNaught doing a great job getting over top of those screens, blowing up their handoff.
But Taylor Britt gets around, curls to the cup with the offhand on the right-hand side. Easy money.
That's what you do give up if you chase over top of the screen. You've got to be some help there. Like Taylor Britt's too much of an impact player there just to give him that straight driving line.
17 points now for Britt. Johnson. McNaught now, late in the shot clock. Tries to give Taylor Britt a bit of his own medicine, fashion something. Doesn't go. And look at the pace being pushed here by the Rams. They're off and running.
This is the advantage I see on the floor. You know, the Rams, if they're able to play in transition, generates great looks for them. And you got 5 shooters on the floor right now.
Oh, what a find, Britt. Isaac leaves it short, but gets his own, and then the little teardrop doesn't connect. Dempster with the rebound. Yet to add to their halftime score, the Nelson Giants.
Dempster has the mismatch in the post.
McNaught now from downtown, smooth.
Easy offense. Let the defense overreact to that. Alex McNaught steps into a wide open 3-ball.
There's a miss from the field. Alex McNaught, 3 from 3.
And I think for the Giants, you know, this is what the coaching staff will be looking for. Just quality shots every single time down the floor.
Good work there defensively too with that McNaught-Britt matchup. Gets a stop.
And that's case in point, you know, like Giants will be happy with that defensive possession. No one's attacking the basket, no one attacking the rim.
Bryce Johnson now from downtown and back-to-back threes. That's going to bring about a timeout from Coach Clinton. And it's back to an 8-point game.
I think the formula is there for the Giants if they really want this win. You know, the offense really comes, like their offensive execution is much better when they get through it. They're able to keep the Rams in front. Then, you know, it makes their life easy on the defensive end as well.
Well, they were just 2 from 9 from downtown in the first half, the Nelson Giants. That has very quickly improved to 4 from 11. Back-to-back threes. That just adds another wrinkle, something to consider for the Canterbury Rams. These big bodies and undermanned too, with no Max Darling early in this third quarter. An efficient 2 from beyond the arc. Of course, if you miss any of the action, you can catch the highlights show, the NZNBL, every Tuesday night. Plenty to unpack. A little bit earlier today, double overtime. The Taranaki is 115 over the Wellington Saints, 110. How about the performance of young Jackson Ball in the opening week, Judd Flavel? Was it a 40-piece and then 36?
36, I believe. Yeah, just averaging a quiet 38. Shout out to Jackson Ball. Really, had the opportunity to work with Jackson over the last FIBA window with the Tall Blacks, and such obviously a skilled athlete and all the rest, but really came into that environment and able to really fit in with ease. Right. And I'm not talking about necessarily the skill set and all of that. It's just like the guy has his head on straight. He's got a high IQ, and with the international game, all those things are at a high priority. So he's massive future. He's obviously doing the business right now for the Hawks, and he's exciting.
Remember the name, I reckon, Jackson Ball, as the Rams guilty of an offensive foul off the ball there. And the Giants with another opportunity. Another young gun, Hayden Jones, onto the floor here.
The mismatch in the post again. Do they come down as much? They do. They rotate this time.
Jones.
Take away the catch and shoot. And
elbow.
Jones, up for the challenge. Not a bad possession either way. The Rams will be much better making Hayden put the ball on the floor in that time rather than seeing him shoot over the top, catch and shoot. But
well, this is the closest it's been since the very early stages of the first quarter. Smith-Milner, prolific three-point shooter, can't leave him that wide open. Goodness gracious me.
Yeah, they got to peel back and switch that. No use Liam Judd trying to get back in front. Kaya's deep enough in the paint. You don't need 2 guys on him right there.
Encouraging to see Max Darling just in front of us in our commentary position, about to check back in, test that arm out.
Go to what works right now.
Johnson.
Dempster operating from the post, and there he is, just the ever-present on the rebound. Got to do your work. He's one of the most hardest working guys off the ball there. Full position.
Darling back in, good to see. Canterbury Rams fans out there. Their 6th rebound for Dempster. That glue guy, the intangibles, the 1%ers, so critical for every team. There's Forbes.
Great box out from Holmes.
Yeah.
For a young guy to make the rotation and get on the basketball court, that's a foul.
Speaking of young guys, oh dear, hopefully Tama Isaac's okay. He's taken a hard fall down there. Might just be a bit of cramp.
Let's hope so. It's just cramp.
Behind the back, and then the explosiveness to get to the cup. Sorry, Judd.
No, as I was just talking about, Jake Holmes. Yep. As we were just talking about Jake Holmes just making that solid box out, you don't need to do anything too flash at this level. Just come in, do your job. And I think that's for what Coach Quinn Clinton's looking for, as he looks, he's thrown out Ihaka, Kate out there, he's thrown out Jake Holmes, Mana Martin. These are the little things that can keep them out there on the basketball court. And if they can do this, then they can play. They can play this level. They got the size, the athleticism, they got the skill. So just really being solid across the board.
Great frame on Jake Holmes. Rangiora High School. There's Tama Isaac now at the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot a pair. Rams lead at 9. They've led by as many as 19. It's Tama Isaac improving that career high. And we'll check out here after that nasty fall. Wise decision. Taylor Britt back into the game.
This minute's restriction is killing Taylor. we had the 20-minute, round about that mark for the last game against the Fire. You really wanted to play a lot more, but...
Yeah, 14 minutes so far for Britt, who's got 17, as Judd from the corner, smooth.
Known shooter in this league, Liam Judd. Good size, good frame on him too. Really one that has come on late, and I think has a big future for the game here. Oh, a lot of contact on that.
Goodness me. Tangled in all sorts, and the foul's going to go on Sam Dempster. Disbelief there on the floor. Blocking foul is the interpretation.
Giants not happy with that call. Yeah, real late call.
Wasn't in the act of shooting. There's a lot of conversation going on there. The officials. Britt, Kyle Isaac.
Surprised Tohi was rolling there. He just hit a three on that Kyle Isaac on the last pop back.
Oh, great work, Hayden Jones. Interpret.
Just keep it in front, Holmes.
Judd fights over, collects the offensive rebound, and now earns himself a trip for 2 free throw attempts at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. William Judd, as you say, just 23 years old.
Yeah.
Still got a lot of basketball ahead of him. Come down from the Manawatu Jets. He averages a tick over 11 points in the season there at that big 30-point game. There's a guy who's a lot of upside.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's landed in a good spot.
Yeah.
You know, with Coach, with Mike and Nelson there, he's going to be probably put into a system more than what he has been over the last couple of seasons, and playing a part of a role that I guess that contributes to the to the system, and this is what he needs, for his development. I guess he's got to the stage in his career where he's understanding the game and knowing how to play the game is such a big thing now. He's really got the shooting touch there, and even to play internationally as well.
There's Taylor Britt. Liam Judd fighting to stay in front. Little screen there from Darling, and a foul is in the act of shooting, I believe. And it's going to go on Liam Judd. And Taylor Britt earns a trip to the Chemist Warehouse.
Not sure if we see a replay on that one, but you just see the great work by Max Darling attacking that drops coverage. Taylor Britt allowing the roller to get back in front of him and seal out his own man, open up the lane for Taylor Britt. It's a universal strategy that around the world that you'll see people, teams go with to attack that drops coverage.
Taylor Britt averaged 16 points a game. A title-winning season last year. Most improved player in the league. 8th season here with the Rams. And checks out. A little acknowledgement there. He's itching, as you say, Judd, to stay on there.
I've seen that look before. He's not completely happy about coming off, but
playing the long game. Coming back from a hip issue. There's Lockie Crate into the ball game here for Nelson. And earns his side of foul. And baseline inbound for the Giants.
Yeah, Sam Smith getting up and in, pressuring the basketball. The intent is there. Let's see them how disruptive they've been. And in the first quarter, we saw them disruptive. The sideline out of bounds play. Giants do a much better job there.
Jones connects to Dalton. Extra pass. Forbes in the corner. Good work, Haka Kate there. And now Jones pulls up. Oh, Hayden Jones never looked like missing.
Yeah, stepped into that one with rhythm, didn't he? And that's what he does. Hayden Jones stepping into those shots with rhythm, and you're not going to be able to block it.
Smith now, a couple of threes in this third quarter. Sam Smith.
Sam Smith, big play.
Feeling back at home in the Canterbury Rams environment. And punch and counter punch at the moment as Lockie Crate now. That's a three-point shooting clinic all of a sudden.
Not known for his shot, but capable. Makes the next closeout decision really tough on Lockie, because we know he's capable of getting downhill.
There's Tama Isaac now. Darling staying with it. Kaya Isaac can't get that three ball to go. Forbes with the rebound.
Great work from Max on the boards there.
Forbes looking to do it all himself, and he does.
That'll be a delay of game.
Just a 4-point ball game all of a sudden.
I'm looking at Tama Isaac. Remember the cramps that he had in that earlier on. He's just not looking that. Yeah, he looks to be favouring that other leg.
Yeah. And acknowledged on the bench as well with Taylor Britt. About to check back in. Tohi Smith-Milner as well. It's Isaac.
Good D from Aston Inwood.
Yeah, great work, great hustle, making it really difficult for Isaac. Late in the clock here, contested three. That's a huge win for the Giants, courtesy of that work from Inwood.
Great defensive possession there from the Giants. This is where, like, they've been impressive when they've kept them in the half court.
Just a slightly wayward pass there, Inwood on Dalton. Here come the Rams. Tama Isaac, lovely dish. Easy money for Ihaka Cates.
Great timing there of the assist. Understated, just the timing of when you give that up.
And now forcing the turnover as well. And aren't they pumped? The Isaac brothers and Ihaka Kate. Well, that's that familiarity, isn't it, Judd? Ihaka Kate, Tama Isaac played a fair amount of basketball together.
But if we had another look at that too, you'd see Tama Isaac just slob a little bit to allow Ihaka to get back into the frame. You know, Hayden Jones then stuck between two guys and was always going to be wrong whichever decision he made. Great patience by Tama there.
Pressure created on the inbound, causing that turnover. Here is Britt behind the back. Crate, oh, good work by Crate, but there's Sam Smith again. Ball's like a magnet to Sam Smith here in the third quarter. Doesn't finish this time.
How about the defense with Lockie Crate versus Taylor Britt? That quietly is one of the best defensive patches I've seen somebody with Taylor.
A huge statement there. Judd Flavel, part of our commentary team here on Sky. Season 2025 of the South NBL as McNaught pulls up, can't get it to no. Dalton fighting for the rebound. It ends up with that man again, Sam Smith.
They're getting great minutes here from Sam Smith.
And Smith-Milner now. Too big, too strong. Back out to 8 points. James Matthews into the game as well for the first time tonight for Nelson. A minute and change to go in the third. Defense chant ringing around Cowles Stadium. Found their voice again. McNaught.
Good heel switch there from Sam and Tohi.
Mismatch down low though. Dalton. Smith does well, but just a bit of contact there. Identified by the officials.
The Rams has put like 20 seconds of great defense together, only for the last 2 or 3 seconds, just to kind of be, you know, a tough shot over a hand or a foul there. So a lot to like there. Just some disciplined moments at the end of that shot clock. Dalton just heard the buzzer and is like, hey, what's going on? Can I get a new check, please?
Doesn't make the first. Crowd lets him know.
I go back to Lockie Crate, that matchup on Taylor Britt.
Oh, they love it here at Cowles. That means free pizza.
There you go. I think that's Lockie Crate's. I think that can be one of his superpowers. You know, his ability to guard 1 through 4 Has the foot speed. Oh, here we go. Right on. There we go. And has the length to challenge at the rim. So.
Yeah. Smith now. Significant contribution from him, and yet another offensive board to create a second chance opportunity.
How many offensive rebounds does Sam Smith have?
Well, by my count, that's his 6th. Ludicrous. And now Taylor Britt with the left. Shot clock's off. McNaught has a look. They've got time. Trailing by 10 late in the third.
He's going downhill.
And gets it to go. What a third quarter from that young man as Isaac puts up the prayer. It won't count. Way to the left anyway. What a third quarter that was. The Giants hanging in there. It's an 8-point game here at Cowles. Rams 66, Giants 58. Fourth quarter forthcoming here at Cowles Stadium, where the Rams lead the Giants 66-58. Nick Yuley, the Tall Blacks head coach Judd Flavel alongside. Crowd loving this one. First time in the home gym, season 2025. Let's get yourself a Sal's NBL steel combo on the way home. And a code there, valid until Tuesday. Can the Giants steal it? It was 23-4. Worth reminding. Early in the first quarter. Done well to fight their way back into the game. The Rams getting great contributions from across the court. None more so really in that third quarter as Tohi Smith-Milner leaves that layup short, and then a blocking foul on Tama Isaac, putting his body on the line. You can get involved in our mix and pick poll. And our MVP of the game, some love from Taylor Britt, understandably so. Season high, 21 points. Albeit with the minutes restriction, still finding ways to get it done. But Sam Smith, Judd, that third quarter, couple of big three-pointers. But the hustle, the effort, the grind, 4 offensive rebounds in a third quarter is just outstanding.
I talked earlier about just being undersized, but he's proven me wrong out there, making big plays on the offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounding has been a staple of the Rams, I guess, over the last few years. Great execution right there, their play. And they, as I look at the stats right here, 17 offensive rebounds for the game right now for the Rams.
It's a lot in a 6-point ball game as Smith-Milner rattles home a 3.
You really got to take that away from Tohi. He's just too good of a shooter there just to contest that one late.
Threatening a double-double was Tohi Smith-Milner, 10 points, 8 rebounds. And that one is going to stay with the Giants as young Jake Holmes checks back in for the Rams. Take a look at that. Smith-Milner steps into it. Oh, so smooth. Quinn Clinton, the young head coach, and for his first win 69-60 early in the fourth. Oh, great work by young Jake Holmes.
He recovered quickly on that, didn't he? Just, you see the extra length that he has there, able to challenge Jones on that shot.
Can they get back-to-back buckets here, the Rams? Here is Holmes now. And Smith-Milner, little heat check. And it stays cooking for Tohi. That's his third of the game. And it's back to a double-digit lead.
It's just the bottom of the net. The next one's going up for sure. They got to run a play for him.
And now a turnover at the other end for the Giants. Lockie Crate frustrated. Kai Isaac back in.
The Giants just, like they're finishing quarters so well. Just the start of these quarters have been killing them. Putting themselves in a tough position. This is, they can't afford to do this. This is really got to be a lot better with the, just some of the carelessness, I guess, with some of those plays. Had some great execution through the offense as well.
Bit of a mismatch here. Darling on Inwood, and the foul committed by Inwood. That basket won't count.
Yeah, I really like Aston, the work ethic we talk about with Sam Smith. Like Aston Inwood is that guy for the Nelson Giants. A little bit undersized, but big motor. Plays with a lot of energy, a lot of activity. And those guys are really infectious in your team, really bring a lot to your culture and the style of play. Other guys that we've had in the past, Aiden Pond.
Yeah.
Come to mind.
Shout out to Aiden. Soon heading overseas to play some 3x3 basketball. Is Kai Isaac now inviting Dalton for a dance at the three-point line.
Great rebound there for Hayden Jones, swooping in.
And Crate now. Is that his spot? Oh, halfway down. Lockie Crate.
Well, he did hit one in that third quarter.
Tama Isaac now. Oh, puts Dalton in the spin cycle. And that brings about a timeout from the Giants. Tama Isaac, his first 20-point game in the Sal's NBL.
It's the Rams at their best, isn't it? Downhill in transition, just able to attack a disorganized or displaced defense there from the Giants.
Tama Isaac getting a bit of love on that MVP mix and pick poll, and with good reason. 24 minutes, up to 20 points, 7 of 13 from the floor. You feel like the conversation will be down that far end, Judd, and from Coach Mike Fitchett.
Yeah, they really want to come out of this timeout and these next few possessions, just to execute a lot better on the offensive end, be deliberate with where they're going. They are known for running back cuts from the corner, but just better decision making on that and execution at the end of the day. Look, they've had some great execution moments. You see the subs coming in now, the imports coming in, Johnson and Forbes. Let's look at them and see. I would anticipate them coming out of this timeout and really one of those two guys touching the basketball.
Great crowd in, as always, at Cowles Stadium. Actually, the last season, potentially, there's always a wee asterisk there, or a question mark, as we await the opening of the new Metro Sports facility in the Central Business District.
Oh, that'd be a shame.
I was going to say, it's just got character.
Yeah.
It's such a great place.
We've just got to come back here and revisit every now and then.
Here is Forbes in for the Giants. McNaught, Forbes, Johnson, Crate, and Jones on the floor for the Giants.
Yeah, Crate and Hayden Jones at the start of this fourth quarter.
Oh, how about that?
At the start of this fourth quarter, I think with those two guys plus minus, they were in the positives.
Yeah. A couple of 18-year-olds getting it done. And Hayden Jones now just quietly up to 11 points as Smith-Milner again.
He's on one. If we know Tohi, he can shoot the basketball. There's got to be somebody running to him.
Pushes it out to 15 points now. Tohi Smith-Milner, his fourth three-pointer of the game. As Jones stripped on the way up. Lockie Crate, though, fighting over it and staying with it. The teenagers providing that energy for the Nelson Giants.
Yep, here we go. We see a zone here, 3-2 zone.
Kai Isaac in the corner, cash it. The three-point shooting is back on for the Rams.
This matchup with Jacob Holmes and Hayden, Jacob Holmes and then Hayden Jones. Really interesting one to keep an eye on.
Crate now, corner three, doesn't go. Holmes with the rebound, finds Kai Isaac. Not letting the Giants defense settle. Long rebound here for Tama Isaac. Kai Isaac wants it back. This time it goes down. The 13th three-pointer of the ball game for the Rams. And that lead ballooning out to 19.
Yep, offensive rebounding, wide open, kick out threes, in transition. All the momentum's there for the Rams.
And forcing it now, the Giants, they're chasing the game, understandably so. Forbes can't connect from downtown. Tama Isaac.
Once again.
Oh, he loves it. He's having a night out.
Not sure how many timeouts Giants have.
Good work there, Forbes. Jones a little bit troubled there on the hip. Darling now, it's getting a little bit loose. There's Darling pushing the pace all the way the other end, and Smith-Milner with the rebound. Some subs in for the Rams. Just a little over 5 minutes to play. 20-point game. Cut it to 4 late in that third quarter, the Nelson Giants. And it's gone from 8 at three-quarter time, the margin, to 20. And Coach Mike Fitchett there, perhaps with a decision to make. As McNaught loses the handle. Here comes Taylor Britt and the Canterbury Rams. Smith-Milner, quick catch and release. This time doesn't go from far away. Jones now gets to his spot on the elbow. Dalton, a long rebound. Knee points and quickly, the Giants. Dempster, Smith in front. Fine there, Judd in the corner. It's just called off for the visitors. And Taylor Britt showing his experience there. He's nonchalantly bringing the ball up over the half court.
They're trying to get something out of this pick and pop game between this ball screen. Taylor and Tori. Taylor was just a little bit too passive on the first one, and now they give up the moving screen.
Smith-Milner checks out. Great acquisition for the Canterbury Rams. I think I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, but he will head away late April, back across the Tasman, play some NBL 1 basketball, but then back for what the Canterbury Rams, of course, hope to lead into the finals. But 16 points today, 18 points in the loss to the Phi on Thursday.
Just really come to life in this third quarter with this three ball, you know, like those stare down, catch and shoot three ball, really, and it broke the game open.
Yeah.
You know, it's really gone into this 20-point lead. This was a large part to play in there. It's got the Sam Dempster effect, you know, if you can...
Oh, Judd. Liam Judd, that is. Judd Flavel in the commentary position, but goodness me, he can get up, can't he? Liam Judd. Fouled on the way up. Whew.
He is a sneaky athlete, old man.
Here's a second look.
Oh, I wish we could see the top of that. Where the foul was. I thought that was a good challenge, actually. Thought Liam just kind of like bobbled the ball a little bit.
Yeah. Ihaka Kate it was. Teenager in his final year at Christ College here in Christchurch. As Judd cuts it to 18, 3:46 to play. And the foul is going to go on McNaught.
Yeah, Giants trying to get up the floor. They got to do something now that potentially could mean you lose by 30, but if you've got a chance to get back into this ball game, you know, you got to get after it or do something that's a little different right now.
Here come the Rams, looking to extend that lead. Good work there, McNaught, after giving up that foul, and now commits one on. Darling, sorry, committing one on. Just break his teammate.
Yeah, no, he quickly recognised that and helped them up. Two roommates back up in Auckland with their breakers day, so.
Busy, the young Volunteers. A lot of players hitting the floor here this evening. Bodies on the line. And tangled up. And intensity right from the opening jump, the opening week of NZNBL. Off to a fantastic start.
So this is actually, this can be a way for the Giants, you know. Right now they're going to, every foul that they accumulate, that they draw on the Rams now, they're walking to the foul line. You know, the ability now to get 2 easy points and stop the clock, and then now set up their full court defensive pressure. Every time they're able to get to the foul line, they're able to dictate a few things here, the tempo, set up their defense. That does not help.
No, not making the second. Unfortunate for the Giants. Leads at 17 as Britt finds Darling. And he can't get the 3 to go. But how about Taylor Britt fighting for the rebound? Ends up with Kate. Smith with it now.
Good decision there by Sam Smith.
Reset.
Find another action. See if I can get something out of this.
Isaac with the 3. And now Callum Dalton's gone down for the Giants.
A lot of bodies going down.
Yeah. Just mentioning the youngsters with the towels mopping up. They're doing overtime here at Cowles tonight. And there's another foul is drawn for the Giants. No players really in foul trouble though for the Canterbury Rams. Ihaka, Kate, Kaya, Isaac and Taylor Britt now with 3.
You see the first appearance for Will Blight in this NBL game.
Pretty familiar in these parts, part of the Canterbury Rams environment last year. Just gets a wee shove there from Kaya Isaac as they line up for a rebound for the free throw. No love lost. And there you go, just through the free throws, as you're mentioning, Judd, it's cutting it to 15. Just hanging around, lurking around, not quite comfortable yet with just less than 3 to play, but that doesn't help for the Giants. Taylor Britt doing Taylor Britt things. 23 now for the ball game.
Yeah, well drawn up play, great execution, getting Taylor on his left hand.
Here is Will Blight with it now. Trying to get it to Liam Judd, and they might have drawn the turnover here. No, they haven't. Just a fingertip on it from Tama Isaac.
The Rams defense on that sideline has been outstanding tonight. Really dictated the game at the start. Sort of took the Giants out of their rhythm and flow.
Judd pulling up from the corner. Short. Somehow ends up back with Will Blight. Nice patience there from Judd. Just can't get the finish, and Darling flying through with the rebound. Ball movement here as the Rams weigh up their options. 2 minutes and change remain, up by 17. So many touches here. 5 on the shot clock. Darling now pulls up from downtown, away to the right.
Yeah, good ball movement, but needed to puncture the defense, which they did at the end there, and find open look. Aston would have liked to have had that one back again.
Great vision there, though, from Hayden Jones, and now good steal. Alex McNaught the other way. Can't get the reverse. Yeah, was it a block? Might have got a touch.
First career block for, I think, Taylor Britt.
What an impact he's had on this ball game. As Judd, a business decision-like foul there. And Mike Fitchett backs with an acknowledgement here that this one's done in terms of the outcome. It's just going to be the margin here, and both coaches acknowledging they're going to get a rousing reception here. The Canterbury Rams 5, as they should. The Isaac brothers, Darling, Smith, Milner and Britt all check out. Big nights from all 5 of them. And now the youngsters with an opportunity to shine. Just a tick under 90 seconds to go.
And how we started the night is how we're going to finish the night. A lot of rapid players out here on the floor.
Yeah, first time we see the younger of the 2 Cape brothers in the Cowles NBL, Tawhiri Cape. Caleb Chamberlain into the ball game too for the Nelson Giants.
This is a great result for the Rams. You know, great bounce back from the other night against the Phi. Still got players to come in as well. You know, the depth of the Rams are really, you know, obviously they've got great quality minutes out of their younger guys. Substitutions were on point tonight, and I think obviously when they've got a few more games without their imports, they'll be hoping to get Walter Brown back for next week's game against the Sharks. But overall, the depth of this Canterbury Rams just continuing to build, and when they get their 3 imports in as well, it's going to be a scary-looking team.
Certainly is. Worth acknowledging too, of course, this will be win number 1, the first one for head coach Quinn Clinton. Oh, nice 3 to beat the buzzer there. Oh, the Giants cut it to 14 late in this one. Look at the youngsters. Tony Worthington onto the floor as well, out of Ralston College for the Canterbury Rams. Mana Martin. And there's Tawhiri Cape. Can he get his first points in Cowles NBL? He can, just to put the cherry on top of a great night here in the Garden City.
I'm so excited by Tawhiri. You know, the point guard position for me, obviously, is one that I guess being a point guard back in the day, a long time ago, but I guess seeing the qualities of what he brings to the table is just, it's awesome to see.
Oh, what a push and shove off the ball there. A couple of young bucks going at it, and Worthington and Chamberlain. Goodness me. 7.6 seconds remain. Almost afford a smile there, Coach Q. And of course, it's a marathon, not a sprint. The Cowles NBL. They're about to get their first win in the column for season 2025. Looking to the 3-peat, of course, the Rams. Funky free throw action there. Will Blight can't make him. So the Giants likely here with one final possession offensively. They're going to drop their first game as Jones pulls up, and we're going to see a lot of that over the next decade, you feel. Hayden Jones. He's impressed tonight, both in Sky Broadband Rapid League and with some big minutes here in the Cowles NBL. Accumulating 17 points. That might be a career high as well for young Hayden Jones. And with 2.8 seconds remaining, the first time we've seen a BNZ player timeout. Of course, you can get tickets to the big game. Scan that QR code on your screen if you're enjoying our coverage, which I hope you are at home. Come along to a game in season 2025. Opportunities there, in particular for community groups, school groups, etc. As Martin will pull up and Caleb Chamberlain gets a piece of it. Matters little, it's immaterial. The Canterbury Rams on their championship banner raising nights give their faithful fans even more reason to celebrate with a convincing 90-77 win over the Nelson Giants. The career high for 18-year-old Tama Isaac with 23 points, just edged out there in our mix and pick MVP poll by the Rams captain Taylor Britt. 21 minutes, 23 points. Set the tone there early to that man in the centre of your screen. Rams' first 7 points. And needless to say, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with again in season 2025. They dropped their first on the road, but they defend home court undermanned with a 13-point win. Encouraging signs nonetheless there too for the Nelson Giants. They'll only improve from here. Deep roster Coach Mike Fitchett has at his disposal. There's those gentlemen in the black singlets with the red pinstripes that will go home happy tonight on their home court. Let's get a bit of post-match reaction now. Let's send it down to Judd Flavel.
Here with Hayden Jones. Hayden, not the result you guys were after tonight, but what are the positives that you guys can take away from this game leading into your next game against the Saints next week?
That we can go home and work on a lot of things and get better for the next one. Not a whole lot of positives, but we can show that we can claw back, but we need to work on being able to hold that and get back there.
Yourself, 17 points tonight. Had your eye in offensively, looking really good out there. Feeling really good out there?
Yeah, shot started to fall, which was good. Just need to get some more up earlier in the game and help my team. So,
well, all the best for the next week.
Thank you.
Hayden Jones there, mightily impressive. Might stay with Judd.
I have here, coming in here, Toy Smith, Milner with Sonny, with the ears on. Toy, first time wearing the Canterbury Rams singlet here. How did it feel tonight playing in front of this being your home crowd now as opposed to being on the opposition?
Yeah, no, it's been great. This crowd's amazing. It's nice being on the other side of it now. But yeah, no, this crowd, like I said, is amazing, and it's great to be here.
And what were the messages that the coaches were giving you guys in that second half, or at halftime leading into the second half? You guys really came out and sort of opened up the game in that third quarter.
Yeah, just to not get complacent. We obviously didn't play so well in the first game against Tauranga, so we wanted to replicate what we did in the first half and the second half, and as it shows, we were able to do that.
And you yourself opened up the game with your threes. Nothing new to everybody that knows you, but talk a little bit about Sam Smith, the contribution tonight, undersized four-man, had about 6 or 7 offensive rebounds, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been telling Sam since the Tauranga game, like, shoot the ball. He's an amazing shooter, and when he shoots it, obviously he showed tonight that he can actually knock down a couple buckets, and yeah, he's a strong boy for an undersized four-man, but yeah, no, it's good.
Awesome, Toy. Awesome.
Toy Smith-Milner there with Judd Flavel. So we take a look at the Chemist Warehouse key stats. Toy Smith-Milner backing up that 18-point performance against the Phi. 16 tonight. Prolific from downtown as well, and a double-double for good measure. 16 and 11. So the Rams on the board. And they now get a bit of a rest, a 6-day rest after 2 games in 4 days. Well, welcome in the Southland Sharks to Cowles Stadium next. That's on Saturday night, but just having a look through the schedule, so much basketball to come. We've got Monday night basketball tomorrow night, Bulls Phi. And the Airs hosting the Jets on Tuesday, so wall-to-wall coverage on the Sal's NBL. Back-to-back-to-back nights. Can't get enough as Judd takes a seat back in the commentary position. Guess just before we close, just your final thoughts on what was a very impressive performance from your now former team.
No, they're still my team. I mean, just quietly, look, I think the Rams will be really happy with just how they came out and played with the right intent. You know, much better performance. Once again, we start to see the identity come through when they get their defense set and able to turn teams over or build pressure on the defensive end, you see them in full flight and on the offensive end, and that's when they're at their best. And the easy opportunities that they're able to capitalise on tonight. And we saw a great start there. Tama Isaac, 3 from 3 from the 3-point line in that first quarter, I think it was. That really set the tone for the formula that they were going to attack in this game with. And for the Giants, we saw positives there. If they were able to keep the Rams in front, you could see the defense start to build there. And so I think a lot, though, for them is going to be on the offensive end. Even though the Rams got 90 points, I think a large part of that came in transition, which, you go back to your offense and able to control and be a little bit more deliberate about where you're attacking. And some of those positions they'll look at very carefully, I'm sure.
Plenty to come from both the Canterbury Rams and the Nelson Giants. Great to see our stars of tomorrow connecting with the stars of today, getting selfies, autographs, etc. here at Cowles Stadium. But that's all from us on your Sunday evening from the Garden City, with the Canterbury Rams proving too good for the Nelson Giants.